Alright, I am back. Oh my god, how do I stream again? I actually forgot. Oh my god. Um Wait, does this look... Oh, okay, now I see why. I have... Man, this happens every time. Every time I start streaming after taking a long break, I just forget absolutely everything. But there we go. Now we have audio. Well, hello. Hope you all are doing well. I'm doing pretty well on this fine Tuesday night, this fine racing night. But yeah, hold on, let me just check something real quick. I hope... Oh, okay, my model did break a bit, but we're good. Alright. So, you're back with Gran Turismo Pro League. It's been like a week since we've played. Which actually, if you think about it, hasn't been that too long, but it feels like a long time for me. Maybe I actually am getting used to this whole streaming thing that I thought. But yeah, we're back in Pro League. And I guess I'm technically starting a little late, but, you know, I am at the same time, like, kind of just starting an hour earlier than I usually do. Instead of like the usual 9 p.m., it's like the usual 8 p.m. instead. Okay, now I gotta quickly, because I think the game is a bit off crop here. There we go. I think we're good. Or I think, yeah, that doesn't look... That looks perfectly cropped, right? Yeah. You're my dad, Boogie Woogie Woogie. Oh. Hello, God, how are you doing? It's been a while, how have you been? I'm glad you are back. I'm also sorry if I'm a bit quiet, because I have what is this called? A mango slushy? Mango slushy with boba in it. So I am like I'm really enjoying it. I missed you. Yeah, I missed you too. I hope you're doing well. Boba mango slush. Yeah, it's my first time trying out like a mango flavored slushy. It's pretty good actually, especially with the boba. But yeah, let me go back to up here. There we go. That is great news. But yeah, I am switching to the 787B here. Because for those who don't know, this is like one of my favorite race cars of all time. I remember actually writing like a paper for this car like back in middle school. So we finally unlocked that in my last Gran Turismo stream, so I am going to be using it for this championship here. 10 race championship, and I'm sure each race here is like 10 laps. So we're going to be here for a while. And because of this, I want to at least modify the car a little bit. We'll put like... Oh wow, this increases it by a lot. Holy shit. For only 5,000 credits, that's a huge amount. That's fine. We can do a turbo kit. And then we'll put in like some good tires and then we're good to go. This is not the tire section. This is the tire section, yeah. And this time, this is low traction, okay. So this here is like the best traction. We'll go soft. 35,000. We're a millionaire in this game, so I'm fine with spending this much. Not the paper. Yeah, I don't remember what grade I got on that paper. Because it actually has been a while. I swear, I think it was actually in middle school, so that was like... I don't know how long that was. I wish we were in real... I want money. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could use like 2 million right about now. Well, I have more mango slushy, but one sec. It's too good. But yeah, oh my god, is this game loud? I hope it's not too loud. I guess I forgot how obnoxiously loud this race car is. I see we have a doppelganger up ahead. I have to show that I'm the better 787B. Yeah, get out of here. This is only a 5,000 credit spending, by the way, and I'm immediately faster compared to these guys. I am driving a race car though, so I have to make sure I don't slip. It's probably a good idea. A nice loan of $10 million. That's honestly very fair. All right, so to not clickbait, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my vacation and stuff, along with actually seeing the Gran Turismo movie, which hey, what do you know? It's this game we're playing right now. So yeah, I figured that this game would be the perfect first game that we'd do our stream back from. The first vacation. So yeah, I flew over to see my mom for 1 full week. Apparently, it's been a little over 4 years since I've been to her state. She has flown down a couple times where I am, so it's not like I haven't seen her for like 4 full years. But you know, she still lives with my stepdad along with like 2 other dogs and 2 other cats, which those ones I have not seen for 4 full years. Um, but yeah, you know, obviously it was like really nice to get to spend some time with them again. I remember on my first day, you know, I was a bit jet lagged because it has been a while since I've been on a plane. I used to fly like a whole lot back in um, around 2015 to 2017. Like I flew like frequently, like almost like once every like 2 months. Like it was a lot. But yeah, like ever since I haven't like flown around that much, so I got easily jet lagged. Uh, but yeah, I gave my mom a hug and all, and I think I arrived there like around almost midnight, so I pretty much crashed on like I guess the first day. Um, but the next morning, you know, we did go to PAX West. Yeah, PAX West. We went to PAX West for a bit. I would too, not gonna lie. Yeah, being in like a, I don't know, like I don't want to say like being in an airport is like too stressful. I mean, it would be to like some first timers, of course, but um, you know, for me specifically, it was been to like the airport for like a billion times. Um, oh wait, Bria Berry, hello, hi, welcome, welcome to the stream. I'm just now talking about my vacation. But how have you been, Bria Berry? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think oh wow, my tires are already orange. I mean, I guess it makes sense since we got the best grip race car, but yeah, man, I feel so brain dead. Maybe it's just because the mango slushy I was drinking is really making me zone out a lot. Um, but no, I think what I was trying to say though is that like, I guess because I haven't been to the airport for a while, my energy just went like, it just, it's non-existent. It still feels kind of non-existent actually. Doggies and kitties are involved. Yeah, exactly. uh, gotta love your art on Twitter. You're so talented, really captured soul. I agree, God is extremely talented. Really love their art. But yeah, I guess I'll introduce the pets too. So we have a French bulldog over there named Lulu, an Irish wolfhound named Dudley, and I don't really know the other 2 cats' names, but or not the names, the breed names. We have the orange cat named Fuzz and the white cat named Major Tom. And yes, his name is really Major Tom. But also, holy shit, I didn't realize how fast we were going. Over 200 miles per hour, that's fast car. But yeah, it was like, it was actually like my first time meeting Dudley and Major Tom specifically, because Fuzz and Lulu, you know, I remember being with them like a lot during my high school years. My parents, or my mom decided to get Dudley and Major Tom at some point after I moved out. So meeting Dudley was interesting because I don't know if any of you have ever been around like an Irish wolfhound in real life, but those dogs are freakishly gigantic. Like they're like about the size of a horse. So you know, when Dudley, you know, first saw me, you know, obviously he was like really excited, and you know, I'm like, I guess I'm like somewhat tall. I'm like 5'10" in real life, but I am still a fairly skinny person as well. So like, you know, when Dudley came up to me, an Irish wolfhound who was like the size of a horse, like he nearly tackled me. He almost pushed me to the ground with like how giant and heavy he was. He's really excited and he's a really nice dog. Like he's not like a pit bull who's like named Princess or anything, but you know, I was like definitely not used to it at first. I think they're really good. Yes, I agree. Oh shoot, I just realized I'm on a red tire. It's okay, we can pit right after. We're pretty far ahead, so there's like no worry. Just to make small god is Still don't mean to barge in, but I'm 5'10" and a half, so... Oh my god. So wait, does that mean little fucker is not real? Or is little fucker actually 5'10" and you yourself is even taller? I don't even know. Thank you for But yeah, that's how my experience of Dudley was. As for Major Tom, he was like the white cat that I showed you, God. He was like, he was actually very friendly as well. Because I've known Fuzz for a while, and Fuzz was like pretty nervous around me, but Major Tom like got used to me like really quick. It was like so quick to the point where like Major Tom like immediately sat on my lap the first time I saw Major Tom. Very friendly cat. Low fucker is low fucker, and I'm the big bird. Oh, I see. I'm glad I'm knowing this now, the full Azrael lore. Sassy, dramatic, but adorable. Exactly. I still have a few videos too that I was maybe thinking about sharing on Twitter at some point, but man, I don't even know why I haven't shown them yet. Because I have like one video where it's like Major Tom was on top of my desk as I was watching a YouTube video, just blocking the entire monitor. And I have like another video where, you know, Major Tom is just lying on my bed when it's bedtime. Like, I preferably don't want any pets on my bed when I want to sleep, but I didn't know, you know, I'm not used to having cats nearby me, so I had no idea how to move Major Tom or anything. I had to be patient. I had no idea. I didn't want to be scared and have it like scratch me or something if I tried to move it myself. If you don't share me, I'll cry. I'll share them at some point for sure. But yeah, yeah, the first full day of my vacation I went to PAX West, but only for like one day because it was like around the time when it was like ending anyway. And you know, I got to actually meet like one of my online friends over there, which is very nice. I explored for a little bit. I saw like a FNAF booth. I saw like an Among Us booth. And yeah, I didn't really like stay in PAX West for too long. It was only for about like 2 to 3 hours. I only mainly just went there to meet my friend for a bit, look around for a bit, and you know, my mom was also going with me too, so how much time could be spent there. But it was still a fun day regardless, and on that same night we had the first steak. The vacation steak, as I like to call it, that I shared on Twitter like a week ago. Share for the masses, so was Jesus. Soul coat. I don't want to go that far. I ain't Jesus whatsoever. But I do consider myself to be the overlord of the moon, so y'all prefer calling me like Lord Soul or something, or Master Soul, I'm completely fine with that. But yeah, that was pretty much the first day. I didn't really like, do too much because like, you know, I only just flew in, so it only made sense to kind of like rest for a bit before we did anything major. And yeah, there were still like a few days where I stayed in for a bit. But I do remember on the other days where we actually went out, because you know we went to like a few restaurants. My mom showed me a few of the local ones that were pretty good. I'm a figment of your imagination. Yeah, people still call me God. May or may not be true. I don't know. To a cult. A lunar cult, I like to call it. But yeah, yeah, we went to a few restaurants, and we had like we went to like brunch at some point, and I remember ordering like a Philly cheesesteak, and it when it came out, like it was probably like the biggest like Philly cheesesteak I've ever had. I swear like the bread was like maybe 10 inches thick or something. Like it was like it was very stuffing. I couldn't even finish it all like at all. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty good. It was pretty good for sure. Uh-oh, I'm driving in the dirt a bit. 10 inches, lol. Oh man. If Hearts were here, he totally would have talked about the whole 10 inches thing. Oh wait, so have you decided what to call your fan base? We kinda have. We decided, it was like a while back ago, we decided on Crystallites, but I haven't actually like used the name too often. At least that's kind of like the name we're going for now. But yeah, on that day I had brunch, I think sometime after, or like on one of the other days, I went to like a pub too. Went to a pub with my mom and my stepdad. And it was like a locally owned pub too. So like, you know, there was like custom made beers and stuff that I was trying out. You guys might actually like this joke too, especially Hearts, but oh my god. Apparently there was like a beer, I'm not even joking. There was like a beer called Rusted Dick. And you know, the bartender insisted I'd try it as like a sample, the Rusted Dick. Made it official. He means made it official. But yeah, I had a Rusted Dick, and it tasted like beer, that's for sure. It was probably like my second favorite in that one. The first one being, I don't remember, it was like some blueberry flavored beer or something like that. But yeah, I've had like maybe about like, well, I had like 3 free samples, but I only ever had like 1 drink. So I didn't get like too buzzed or like drunk or anything. But yeah, it was a nice time. You know. Oh wait, we just lapped around this guy. The Esperante. And the 787B is still behind us, the imposter. Yeah, the context clip. Yep. I wish I was lying about that too, but no, it was actually called Rusted Dick. And I had one, so there you go. But yeah, it was a jolly old time. I, you know, was talking with my mom and my stepdad over there, along with like the bartender himself, because, you know, my parents knew him pretty well. Easy. Might as well start off with a bang, since, you know, since I just came back from vacation. You know, I was thinking about pitting, but we're pretty far ahead, so we don't have to do a pit in this one. So top of your car. Driving right now reminds me of a pizza box, I don't know why. I can see that. If we change the color scheme a little bit, I can totally see this being like a little Caesar's themed pizza car. Hey, even better. But yeah, if the moon hits your eye. What about the moon hitting my eye? But yeah, I got along with the bartender as well. Oh god, I'm driving all over the place. The big pizza car. I think like isn't there like a meme with Gran Turismo where it's like, I think it was like the RX-7 more specifically, but I think like some Mazda engines have like, I remember there used to be like a meme where they call it like a Dorito car or something. I don't even know. I don't even know the context of it, but it's specifically like the Mazda RX-7 and maybe this one too. It's like a rotary engine. I don't even know. But yeah, other than the pub, I think like the final major thing we did together was watching the Gran Turismo movie. Hold up, let me ooh. That spin went crazy. Minor skid issue. Well, let me drink more of my mango slushy before it melts. There we go. But yeah. Her reviews have been oddly positive. Yeah, before I watched the movie, I remember, or actually maybe, I think we've talked about it on stream before too, because the critics, at least on Rotten Tomatoes, they've rated it like 60% or whatever, which was kind of what I was expecting the audience score to be, but the audience score I think ended up being like 97 or something, which is like actually pretty insane, at least for like a video game adaptation movie. But yeah, wait, why am I waiting on this? This is a 10 race championship we're doing. 77B was second, R390's third. Yeah. Ever since the Sonic movie, this video game movie's been getting interesting good. Yeah, I was gonna say that, you know, I have seen Gran Turismo movie last week, and it was actually not bad. It was not bad at all. I remember mentioning before, like, my wish lists for it, right? I was wishing, like, you know, I would hope to see, like, one of the fictional tracks in the movie, along with, like, you know, some of the cars I'm seeing on screen right now, actually, like, the more classic, historic race cars getting a chance to shine in the movie as well, which those have, you know, they haven't shown up in the movie. Wait, should I do, like, a spoiler-free review, or should I just go full on spoilers? I don't know. I should probably ask that before I go deep into it. But I would probably even go as far as to say that I might rewatch the movie with my dad at some point, because it definitely wasn't bad at all. I'm not gonna go out of my way to say it's like 10 out of 10. It reminds me fully, you know, like it fully captures the spirit of Gran Turismo or anything, but if I were to give it like a 10 out of 10 score, I would give it like a, maybe like a 7.5. Not bad at all, for sure. And if you're like super into cars and stuff, then yeah, you'll definitely love the movie for sure. But you know, because it's on my mind, I'll just go full on spoilers or whatever. So I'm trying to remember how the movie starts, because here's the thing. Like, I think like this movie, like the trailers for it doesn't really do it much justice, I feel like. Because the car action in the movie was pretty great. I love the vroom vrooms and stuff. Oh, and speaking of vroom, that song was in the movie too, at some point. He died in the game and he died in real, the end. He almost died. The main character for sure almost died at some point. As a matter of fact, he actually ended up killing someone else in the end, but we'll get to that point at some point. But yeah, I think the movie started off with like what was it? They had like, cause I haven't watched a Mario movie. No, I haven't either. I kind of want to at some point as well, but I don't know. I have no idea when I'm gonna watch that yet. But yeah, I think I remember seeing like, okay, the one thing that really hooked me in like the beginning part of the movie was that like you know how like the Ford GT is my favorite car of all time? Well, they featured the Ford GT. I fucking love the Ford GT so much. The 2006 version specifically. They featured that like racing around a track for a bit, and that was pretty awesome. They had like an NSX driver on at some point too, which was also very nice to see. At least with like cars like that kind of fulfilled my wish list a little bit actually, just seeing like cars that I know from Gran Turismo are like appearing in this movie specifically. But you know, then we get introduced to like our main characters and stuff, and there's quite a lot of what is it? Because our main character is kind of like, you know, like a guy who plays Gran Turismo a lot and is like really wanting to race for real and stuff like that. And you know, his family is all like, I think it was just something like, why are you playing that game 24/7 when you can just hang out with your brother or something like that. You know, the story is kind of like that with like some of the characters here and there too. It's just like, yeah, it's almost kind of bleh. It kind of fully goes like, you think this gamer kid can race in real cars? Like there was quite a lot of that in that dialogue, in the dialogue of the movie. And I think, oh, Emperor Pebbles, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I think you were... Oh, excuse me. I'm burping a little bit. You were playing Final Fantasy, right? I think I remember seeing that earlier, but hope you had fun with that. Hope you're doing alright as well. I don't know if you've seen the Gran Turismo movie yet, or I'm not sure if you care about the movie or not, but I am like kind of giving a review for it right now, so if you like spoilers or if you don't mind it, then you can make the choice. Tiz was playing Final Fantasy. Ah, nice. It's the King of Rocks. Welcome. Yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting movie. I remember like at some point, yeah, I remember like the main character was like starting to play Gran Turismo. I think it was like the 7th Gran Turismo in the movie. He had like this steering wheel set up, and you know, he was starting to drive it, and the movie kind of did a whole lot of like almost like a Transformer CGI kind of thing, where he's like slowly getting into the car zone and he's like driving in the game and all that. And just like that whole visual was like, it was pretty funny but pretty cool at the same time, honestly. No idea what movie you're talking about. I'm not much movie guys. Talk all you want. No worries. That's perfect. But yeah. It was pretty cool seeing like some, I guess, Gran Turismo gameplay being turned into like a movie, like just on the screen itself. What else was there? But yeah, the guy gets accepted into a GT Academy because I think he had like the fastest lap time on a specific track or something. And you know, that's when we meet like the coach guy that was like from the trailer. I think he was like the same guy who's just like, you know, you can't reset in real life or something like that. It was that guy. And I remember like at some point, I think it was like in the beginning of the movie, I didn't really like his character too much. Like he felt like a bit obnoxious, like just like you gamers, and like just having like that attitude towards them. But I actually kind of ended up growing to like him like as the movie goes on. Um, like he was pretty funny at times. And I think like once we got the main character like actually racing like a race car and stuff, like he was like messing up a lot. And even like the pit crew out of all people, like I think like when he lost the race, the main character at least, the pit crew guy like went to his window and called him a noob. Like that's literally what happened. They called him a noob. I think the exact sentence was something along the lines of like, "Oh, it's not as easy in real life, is it, noob?" And he like just closes his window. Like there's like a whole lot of like weird like gamer talk that's like in the movie every now and then. It's pretty funny, but it's also like kind of eh. Like at some point there's like someone who says like "you mad, bro," and it's just like, oh my god, this is actual racing game movie dialogue. 10 out of 10. But besides that, yeah, I actually like in all seriousness, like I think like throughout the whole movie, at least like the main character like driving and racing and stuff, like there was actually like quite a bit of tense moments because like the driver himself didn't really feel like he was like that perfect of a driver or anything. Like the opponents felt very like it was like a close race every time kind of thing. And like he kept losing too. Like in the first race he was like in like 28th place or something. Second one he was like in 24th. I think at some point he even like crashed his car and like didn't even finish. Like there was like a whole lot of struggle and training, and that movie like made it very clear that like he was like working hard and he was trying to be the best and all that. So I think like the way they handled that, like him practicing and stuff, was very well done. And yeah, I think like the final part of the movie was like the 24-hour Le Mans thing, which for those who don't know is like a real life 24-hour race pretty much, where like multiple Pete drivers share like the same race car, I guess. And they handled that pretty well too. Like I remember at some point in the movie, or like during that part, it got to like the nighttime part of the track, and at some point it started raining, and like the way they like captured that was just so perfect. Like it was like you could just feel like the intensity and like the scariness of like just the whole 24-hour thing, and like just how mentally straining it actually is. But yeah, there were like a few twists and turns throughout the whole movie too. Like if I were to backtrack a little bit, at some point the driver, or like the main character guy, at some point his like car flips from like going too fast, or like, how do I describe it? It kind of like I don't really know how to describe it, but his car like literally goes into the air and like he crashes a lot, and at some point like he like actually kills like a spectator by accident in the movie, and like we don't really know that until like once the main character guy is like in the hospital and all that. And like I think just like seeing that twist like unfold, I think was like actually pretty well done. I remember like once that happened I was like, oh shit, he actually killed someone. And the main character was like pretty young too, so it's like I can't imagine like how much that would like actually like fuck you up and stuff, especially since Gran Turismo cars are just like pretty much glued to the ground. They like barely ever flip, and they barely ever flip in this game ever. Even though they can, they barely can. But yeah, that part was pretty interesting. And oh my god, I just remembered about the police chase scene too. It was actually kind of hilarious. This is like kind of like in the early part of the movie, because it was like around the time when the main character won the GT Academy thing and didn't want to miss being late to the attendance or whatever. He had like a brother drive him or something, and they were like both fairly drunk. And what was it? At some point they get caught by the police, and the main character's mind, he was just like I don't want to be late to that GT Academy thing or something like that. So his best idea was to quite literally like escape from the police with his car. And I think like the funniest thing about it too is that like every now and then you'll see like the HUD of the actual GT game, and like you could see like the map and everything as like he's escaping from the police, and you'll see on the HUD too like the police is in second place as like his car is like in first. Like something about that was like so hilarious to me, that it's like an official GT movie but you're being chased by the police, and there's like different HUD stuff where it's just like police evaded. Like that actually happened in the movie. It's like a police chase in a game like this. It's crazy. Okay, well I stayed for long. It's like I got class at 9 a.m. night. No worries, Bria Berry. I'm very glad you tuned in. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope you have a good night and good luck on those classes. But yeah, that I don't know, something about that was just like really hilarious to me. Just seeing giant text that says like police evaded for like a Gran Turismo movie where it has like zero police whatsoever is just hilarious to me. Along with the police being in second place, like, come on now. But yeah, is there anything else I'm forgetting? I'm trying to remember because I didn't really like go in order of like how the whole movie went, but it's so goofy I would have cried. Yeah, the movie was like pretty goofy at times, I'm not gonna lie. Like there was like a lot of corny dialogue, but I will say though that it is like it wasn't enough to, I guess, like lower the score for me that much, because I think like just the overall movie for me was pretty enjoyable. And you know, like if you want to see like cars go vroom vroom, like this is the perfect movie because they do it pretty well, and it feels very like Gran Turismo of how they directed it too, which I think is pretty good enough for me, honestly. I would say like personally for me, like some of the scenes that felt very Gran Turismo for me was more for like the beginning and the end for me. Because the beginning I had like the Ford GT and the Acura NSX and stuff, like just cars that you would randomly see in like a game like this, for instance. You know, just seeing races like that was pretty neat. And then like the second part of the movie was like filled with Nissan GTRs. Like there wasn't like too much variety, which I guess makes sense because it's like a competitive race and every car's got to be like the same in stats and all. But yeah, it was mostly Nissan GTRs, which isn't a bad thing. The Nissan GTR is awesome, but if there's one thing I know about Gran Turismo, it definitely has like a high selection of cars that I would definitely like to see more of. The third part of the movie, or was it just the GTRs actually? I remember seeing like a golden Lamborghini at some point that one of his opponents was driving. And supposedly the guy with like the golden Lamborghini was also like a douchebag as well. Like he kept like purposely trying to ruin like the main character's like driving line and stuff like that. And it was kind of interesting to see. Oh my god, I just remembered something really funny about that movie. I think the one that made me laugh the most, I think it was like, oh my god. I think I remembered like it was in one of the races. There was like a driver, or like one of the main character's opponents, who spoke a foreign language. I don't know which language it was specifically, but you know, usually when the characters like in the movie speak a different language, they'll obviously put like English subtitles, so you know what they're saying. And I think at some point the main character passed by them, like at like the very last second, and like literally, the guy in like the foreign language, his subtitles, like when he saw the main character pass him, he was just like what was it he said exactly? I don't remember the exact words, but it was pretty much like, damn gamer. Like it literally said the word gamer, like he was like cussing him out for him like being a gamer and all that. Just like an actual like racing professional just being mad that he's a gamer is like really funny to me. It's an actual line too. Like actually damn gamer. Um, I don't know, something about that was like really funny to me. Just them like throwing like the small like gamer talk was just very very interesting to see in the movie. They're getting pressed the underdog gamer. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. Talk about the police one. Oh yeah, no, in the Le Mans one, they had like the more like modern race car stuff. Because this is taken. The movie kind of takes place in like a more modern time. Because this was like more so like around the time like Gran Turismo 7 came out, since the whole GT Academy stuff. So, um, yeah, it will have like more modern cars and nothing like the car I'm driving right now. So they had some of that. And I think, oh yeah, in the ending credits, they featured some of like the older cars that were like, uh, they were getting pictures and stuff. Like they were showing like Polyphony making the models for the cars and stuff, which I think was actually pretty nice. And then they also showed like a little bit of backstory of like the whole main character's story. I don't know his actual name because the movie is based off of like a true story. Because like the character in the movie is like actually like a real guy who was like raced to like a bunch of races in real life and stuff. And I don't remember his name because his name was like pretty long. His last name, at least, I think his first name was Jan or something like that. But yeah, no, that was pretty interesting to see. And they've had like plenty of cars like the Ford GT in the credits as well, along with like the Mercedes Evolution. It was a long name, but it's like the same car that like you use for like that one GT4 license, the Nürburgring one. Oh, and speaking of the Nürburgring, yeah, I think like, oh my god, the Nürburgring track, because they did have that in the movie. They played like a. I think like the movie knew exactly what it was doing, because the Nürburgring is like one of the most scariest tracks out there, because it's like 13 miles long pretty much, and like I swear like once they started showing like the shots of like the Nürburgring and stuff, like they played like one of the scariest themes of like they played like one of the scariest songs for like the Nürburgring I've heard like ever. It was just like once that track appeared, I was like, oh no, it's over. The main character's gonna lose or something like that. And he actually did lose. He actually crashed his car into a spectator. Someone died, and he did not finish the race. Like, that's how scary the Nürburgring is. It's so cute. What's so cute? It better not be me talking about the movie, because that ain't cute. But yeah, no, that was like another random thing I remembered. But yeah, I guess if I were to wrap up, I guess this very disorganized review that I just did. um, I guess like I can summarize it just on each category. So like the characters, I think are pretty nice. Actually, I really enjoyed or well, I don't know. I didn't like them at first, but I kind of got used to them as the movie went on, which made me like them a lot more. I like the main character. His family is interesting too. I liked the coach guy. I liked the Nissan guy. I'm not very good with names, obviously, so I'm just calling him like coach guy, Nissan guy, and all that. But yeah, I honestly ended up liking all the characters. I guess except for the douchebag Lamborghini guy, but I mean, he is supposed to be a douchebag, so I guess that explains why he's unlikable, but I mean, he did serve his purpose. But yeah, the characters are nice. Car action was great. Uh, music was interesting. I think the stakes, especially, with whether or not you're wondering if like, the character's gonna lose or not, was pretty high up there actually. Like the stakes were very well done. Wait, hold up. Mango slushy break. I'm sorry, it still exists. um, but yeah, overall, I think I definitely recommend the movie for sure. I think like what am I thinking? I don't even know what I'm thinking. I'm blanking out a lot. Because there are like quite a lot of things that are very Gran Turismo about it. I mean, obviously from like the whole game aspect. I think even in like the beginning of the movie too, it showed like the main character's games, and it was like a nice callback to like the other games too. Like it showed his DVD cases of like Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, Gran Turismo 4. Like he had all those games. Like that's probably like the only nod to like the older games, I'd say. So it definitely made the movie thinking about the whole game franchise for sure. Gone for a week and he now rusty. Right after 2000 though, big fan. I swear, I need to rewatch the movie again too, because I swear he did not have the first game, the first Gran Turismo. I swear I literally saw like his first DVD case was like Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 3, like if you didn't have Gran Turismo 1, then yeah, big fan, big fan. And 2000 for sure, yeah. Definitely big fan for that. But yeah, I think like because you know I didn't go alone while watching the movie. My mom came with me as well, and she doesn't know shit about Gran Turismo, and even she liked it. She thought it was really entertaining, and wanted my stepdad to watch as well, because I didn't go to the movie with my stepdad. But oh my god, the game is lagging a lot, and I am on red on tires. This is the time where I can actually drink my mango slushy. Maybe I started a game and got obsessed. Oh yeah, for sure. It's just you know, it's just like a Gran Turismo movie in general. So like, you know, you would think that like, because I can definitely see like what people would mean that this is more of like a huge advertisement than a movie. And like, if that were the case, it'd be a little bit surprising if they didn't feature like the first Gran Turismo game that the guy had. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because like the shot went by too fast and I didn't see the first game or something. But yeah. Overall though, like I think it's like actually enjoyable for people, like even for those who haven't seen Gran Turismo. Like, as I've learned from my mom, who doesn't know anything about these games, but she still really enjoyed it. And I fairly enjoyed it too. My only con about it was like there was like some very corny dialogue, but other than that, it's like actually pretty fun at times. It's pretty funny at times, and yeah, I like the car action. I like a lot of stuff about it. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I almost feel weird for saying 7.5 because like I feel like some people would see that as low, even though like I don't know. Because for my rating system, I still see like a 6 out of 10 still being like fairly enjoyable, but with like a lot of flaws here and there. So for me at least, I feel like a 7.5 is like fairly generous. But yeah, I recommend it to anyone. I might actually rewatch it with my dad at some point. Oh man, lag. Honestly, I never knew it existed. Now I want to see it. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I did kind of say in like the beginning of the review that like the advertisements I feel like didn't really do it much justice. Because to be honest, like even me, who I do kind of consider myself a GT fan, mainly just because like it's one of the first racing games I've ever played. Like even me as a GT fan, I didn't even know it like came out like on August 25th. Like I think even in like one of my last streams, I was just like, oh, it came out. Like like I would have thought by now that the advertisements would have kept me updated and stuff, but it didn't. Oh. I didn't even know there was ads. Yeah, exactly. And I knew there were ads, and when I watched them, I remember like, I think we reacted to the trailer on one of my streams too, actually. And I even remember myself saying like, oh, this movie is like, maybe I might see it. I'm not too excited about it. It's like, yeah, it's whatever. But no, like when I got to see it, it's like, oh wow, this is actually a pretty fun movie. Really liked it. I think I even remember seeing some of the GT ads where they're just like, I think they had like early screenings or something like that, and they've had people coming out of the theater and they're just like, oh my gosh, this is the best movie I've ever seen. And it's just like, oh, okay, well, if this is an ad, then from like the Gran Turismo people themselves, it's like, oh, well, how do I know these are real people who actually came out of the theater? Are we sure this isn't like a paid actor who is just like, oh my god, Gran Turismo's the best movie ever. Like, I love it so much. It's so tense. You guys gotta see it. Like they had ads like that, and it's just like, okay, well, I have no idea if these people are real or not, so I can't really take this too seriously. Ow. You see, if I crashed in the wall like that in real life, I would have exploded and died, as the movie would have portrayed it. Oh, which I guess like speaking of the movie, like, as much as like I like to meme about the whole like, if you crash, you die in real life kind of thing that I got so much vibes of from this movie. They actually did portray that fairly well too, because I did mention the main character accidentally, having his car fly into a spectator, and that spectator died and stuff. Like, like the consequences to that was, felt pretty serious and all that. And I think at some point one of the opponents actually like crashed into a wall thanks to the main character like taking a super sharp turn. They crashed into a wall and their car like was set on fire, and it looked pretty bad to the point where like the main character like almost thought like, oh my god, did I just kill another person by accident and all that. And there's like a whole lot of like action, not just from like a racing perspective, but like from like a like a crashing, like cars going everywhere, speeding off into the dirt kind of action as well. It almost makes it feel like an action movie sometimes too, with how they do that. It's really nice. I also just realized it's been exactly an hour since I've started the stream. Have I been geeking out about this movie that much? Oh no, Fast and Furious. Yeah, no, like, yeah, there's that car on fire. There was a car, the main character's car that like flipped a bunch of times. I think even the gold Lambo guy flipped a bunch of times too, and there was like tires and like car debris going everywhere as the main character was trying to avoid it and all that. Um, and you know, there was like the car uh, going into the dirt and stuff and almost flipping over and all that. Tires flying out, just that stuff in general. Which is a very good parallel to the whole like, if you crash in real life, you'll die for real. Because I mean, look at what happens in my game right now when I crash. I'm still alive. I'm all good. I can't even just say it's just a scratch. Like I have 0 scratches on my car. I'm all good. But now to end my almost hour-long review of like a very disorganized review. Yeah, good movie. I recommend for both GT players and non-GT players. Very fun, very entertaining, especially if you're a car guy. Alright, we're on our final lap. Sir, we in here. Chill. I have to make it a thing where it's like, because I still have my mango slushy, I have to make it a thing where it's like every time I pit in the thing, every time I pit in the pit lane, or if I finish a race, I have to make sure to sip as much of that as I can. Oh my god, why is my turning so bad? James Games, welcome. welcome. I hope you're doing well tonight. I also just remembered a random part of the movie where, what was it? The main character was like pitting in the pit lane, and what was it? Oh yeah, because usually when you play games like this, like when you make like a single mistake or whatever, you could probably like fall to like 4th place or 8th place or whatever. There was at some point in the movie when the guy pitted into the lane. I think he was like in 4th place, and I think this is like in the Le Mans part of the movie too, which is the 24-hour race thing. He at some point pitted into the lane, and one of his pit crew member people like fumbled really hard, like they dropped like a piece of the tire or the rim or something just on the floor, and like everything was like super delayed and stuff, and like everyone was like getting pissed at the guy who dropped it, including the main character. Oh my god, the delay on this game is lagging so much, holy shit. But yeah, they were getting pissed at him and stuff, and with good reason too, because apparently that simple mistake, just from the pit lane himself, not even from like the driver, it took him from like 4th place to like 9th place or something like that, which is pretty major. Also, if I've learned anything from like the whole 24-hour races and stuff from like these Gran Turismo games, the entire car grid would be spread out, but in the movie specifically, every single car was close to each other, even like around the 24-hour mark. So unrealistic. 0 out of 10. I hate the movie. Nah. But no, even if that, was still pretty good. Mr. Man's cute rambling. Yeah, I kind of went off on like a very disorganized review of the GT movie I saw last week while I was on vacation. I'm gonna do the ramble again. So what happens is, no, I'm not gonna do that. Just a nutshell. I think like the movie was like handled a lot better than I thought it'd be. There's still like some corny dialogue here and there, but like I think like overall the car action was nice. It felt very Gran Turismo at times, and overall that's my expectations. Even though some of my wishlist stuff didn't make it through, but it's honestly totally fine because I really ended up enjoying the movie. Actually, it's nice. Oh boy, here we go. Now we're on Trial Mountain for 10 laps. Luckily we're in actual race cars, so like these 10-lap races don't actually feel too long. Either that or I've just been rambling so much I haven't been paying attention to the time. I guess I also forgot to mention at the beginning of the stream that we're doing the, I think this is like GT World Championship in Pro League, which I believe is the second event in this league, and yeah, we're gonna be here a while. This is only the 4th race. Excuse me. I could also be blinded by the fact that the 4GT is in the movie. That could also be that. Maybe that's why. That's the only reason I like it. Even if it only appeared for like, I think like realistically it had like maybe 2 minutes of screen time, but even so, like, I love that car to death, like a lot. Just a beautiful looking supercar. That guy went geek mode. Whoa! Oh, you see, if I had like gravity protect me from like actually flipping over there. You can't do that, according to the movie. If that happened to me in real life, I would have been in a hospital. I would have killed someone. Oh man. But yeah, no, I really actually did ramble a lot about the movie. I'm not complaining about it though, because this is a related discussion to the game I'm currently playing, and at least the stream doesn't feel awkward of dead air now. Except it might, because now I have no idea what to talk about. Other than, I guess, the mango slushy that I have, which has been, like, melting from the corner of my eye, like, the entire time. Just kill me, I'm tired. Oh, man. I'm feeling a little bit tired as well. Not just because of, like, the whole geek thing that I just did, but, I did have quite a lot of food before the stream, and I'm almost in, like, a food coma right now. But I think right now I'm going in strong. Oh, I just realized that GT1 was 2nd place this time. Actually, I haven't even been paying attention to the results the whole time either. I don't know if like the GT1 got past the other 787B at some point, but who knows. Results are usually always the same in these championships. It's like the opponent 787B is like 2nd, and GT40 race car is like last place or something. I don't know. Speaking of, I wish I had the GT40 race car in this game right now. That's also one of my other favorite race cars. Just like looks wise, it's really good. Oh man, I'm also gonna miss the, I guess if I were to backpedal all the way back to the whole vacation thing I was talking about before, I'm gonna miss those steaks that I've been having. Those steaks are absolutely amazing. Because for those who don't know, on my Twitter, I've posted, because you know, I was on vacation, I've posted like one picture where I had like a really good looking steak. And then I posted like a second picture of like a steak that I had at the end of the week, which was a lot bigger, a lot meatier. Like, it was good. It was amazing. And, you know, now that I'm not on vacation, because those steaks were like, you know, they were all prepared by my stepdad and stuff. And now that I'm far away from him, it's like, man, I can't have that steak anymore. Now I have to resort to McDonald's all the time. Food. Yeah, I had plenty of good food when I was on vacation. Whoa! Learn how to cook. I can cook. I'm just too lazy. Trust me. Yeah, you trust me, right? I hope you do. Ah, my tire's bad. It's fine. We can pit like once, and then we're all good. And cook. Maybe later. Oh man, I looked away for 1 second. I could have died right there, guys. If I was in the movie, I could have died. Man, I trust you when you actually give me my other McHappy meal that you still owe me. Maybe one day, in a timely fashion. Alright, mango slushy time. Excuse me. It was very good. I guess I can talk a little bit more about my pets and during my vacation too. Because, you know, like Dudley, who was like the Irish wolfhound I was talking about, you know, he's extremely huge. Like, like his head like went up to my chest. Like that's how freakishly big this dog breed is. So you know, when on my first or second day, I remember like, you know, I tried to sit on like the couch with my family and all, like when we were about to watch a movie and stuff, and like, you know, because of how excited Dudley was for there to be like a new visitor, he would often like put his huge paw on me and would like sometimes try to like hop on top of me, which doesn't sound too bad on paper, but like with how I felt, like it felt like I was gonna be like pulled off the couch or something with how heavy he was. Like he was extremely heavy, and like he would go out of his way to like try and lick my face and stuff, and like this dog slobbers a lot too. Like it felt like my entire face was covered in water when he tried licking my face. And yeah, just like he kept doing that all the time, and his paws were also sharp too, so it like left some scratches on my leg and stuff, like every time he tried to come up to the couch. Baby kishes. Very freakishly big baby kishes. That's the thing too, because Deadly, from what my parents told me, of course, is like a... He's like a, you know, he's a big dog, of course, but Dudley thinks of himself as like a small dog. So like, you know, he tries to do stuff a lot where he feels like he's a small dog and that kind of thing. Like try to go on your lap and stuff, along with like, you know, just being playful and all that. And Lulu, who was a French bulldog, who was like way, 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 way smaller than Dudley. You know, every time they would play around a bit, it kind of scared me a little bit because Dudley's the size of a horse and Lulu's like the size of like a backpack. So it's like every time they like played together, it's just like, oh, Dudley's not gonna hurt Lulu or anything, right? Because Lulu is an old French bulldog. She's like 15 years old. And, you know, she's having like arthritis problems. So, you know, when I see those two play together, I'm just like worried because, like, you know, with Dudley's giant paw, I'm like worried if Dudley would like push Lulu around. Because, you know, dogs don't understand like how old each of them are and stuff, right? So it's like they'll play with each other like as if they're, they have like no health problems whatsoever. So like, you know, they'll often like, I guess horse around. They'll often like bite each other in like a playful way kind of thing. It's like, it always scared me a little bit. And I think like it was especially a little bit scary because like, you know, obviously because I'm a new visitor. Because I'm not even joking too. When I try to pet Lulu, a dog who I've actually known since like high school, it was really, really hard to. Because, you know, Lulu is small, so I have to bend down to pet her, you know? And Dudley is massive, and Dudley was always somehow on top of what I was doing. Because I would pet Lulu for like 1 second, and then Dudley would immediately shove his nose into my face and would like prevent me from petting Lulu. Like, he would literally shove my hand that I'm actively petting Lulu with, and he'd put my hand on his head. Like, he would actively do that. And whenever that didn't work, he would like, Dudley would actually push Lulu around. Like, I'm not even joking, like with his paw, like he would actually like try to push Lulu away, or would like bark at Lulu or something like that. Like they both the dogs got jealous, basically, when I tried petting one or the other. Like, I couldn't win with either of them. He wanted to pet him. Yeah, and I remember my mom telling me that like, you know, Dudley's still being trained and all. And I think even the trainer at some point said that like some dogs don't usually prefer to be pet a lot, but Dudley is an anomaly. Like, he apparently loves to be pet a lot. Like, Dudley never gets tired of being petted, apparently. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, when I try to pet him, like, let's say if I petted him for like 10 minutes straight or something, like, and if I stopped, Dudley would just look at me and would want me to pet him more. Even though my hand would be like super tired from like petting and stuff. Like, Dudley demands his pets a lot. And even like, you know, when I would wake up and go downstairs, because, oh yeah, I should probably explain the layout actually. Because the dogs aren't allowed to go upstairs because that's kind of where the cats go. Especially since Lulu doesn't get along with Major Tom, actually. Lulu always likes to bark at Major Tom every time Major Tom goes downstairs. But yeah, we have like a gate that separates downstairs from upstairs. So whenever I go downstairs and I open the gate, Dudley is like always sitting right by the gate, like waiting for me to pet him and stuff. Like, he like immediately gets up, his tail wags and stuff. And it's always like when I woke up in the morning and stuff too, so... You know, that was obviously cute to see, but when you know, I would pet Dudley for 10 seconds, you know, it's no big deal. I would pet Lulu for 1 second, and Dudley's like, "What are you doing? You stopped giving me your pets. What do you like Lulu now? Am I not good enough?" So, yeah, that's when the jealousy war would begin. Traitor. Exactly. But yeah, that would happen. And another thing Dudley would do as well is that, like, you know, I think, like, you know, sometimes when I would talk to my mom, when we were both, like, standing in, like, the kitchen, for instance, Dudley would, like, actually lean his weight on me, which apparently is, like, from what my mom told me, is, like, Dudley's way of saying, like, please pet me. And like, you know, him leaning on me at the same time is also kind of like his way of like, I guess, giving me a hug. At least that's how my mom likes to put it. Like he leans his weight on me, and sometimes it was a bit unbearable for me. Like it was very cute, don't get me wrong, but you know, like I said, I'm like a very skinny guy, so I had to like force myself to actually lean forward every time Dudley leaned back into me, just so I wouldn't actually like fall to the ground. Dudley is huge. Huge boy. Big boy trying his best to make me love him. Yeah. I think the one thing that made me like really sad in like a happy way when I left, or you know, when I like came back from vacation, my mom actually texted me like the next day, like I flew back, and she was saying like Dudley was being like extra, I guess, cuddly with my mom, because like, you know, every now and then my mom would like go to the living room and Dudley would still be waiting by the gate, hoping that I would still come out. Like Dudley was apparently waiting for me even though I flew away from vacation. Like Dudley kept whining and stuff, which was like, yeah, my heart. Yeah, I feel so sad about that. And I actually was pretty sad for a little bit too. More specifically on the last day of my vacation, because not only did it feel like I was there for like pretty much 3 days, even though I was there for like a full week, it felt like 3 days. But you know, the whole context, because I did talk a little bit about how I didn't see my mom for like about a few years, right? And the fact that like this week only felt like 2 days and stuff, like it just like, I don't know, it actually made me really sad that like I didn't like get around to like fly over to my mom's house like that often at all. Like I felt like I missed a lot of like family stuff up there, especially since, you know, I have like 2 dogs and 2 cats over there now that I can look forward to. And you know, especially if their lifespans being so short, like I've missed like a good chunk of you know, spending time with them, you know, especially with like you know, how cuddly I just talked about with like Dudley and stuff too. So it's like, I don't know, I guess just what I'm sad about is that like it was so fun being up there that it was like ended up being super short, and I basically just want to spend more time with my family now, pretty much. Like it was really sad, like you know, having to leave them again, and I just don't want it there to be like a 4-year delay again. I want to see them like every year now if I can, because you know it's my mom and my stepdad and my other pets too. Like I really do love them a lot because they've taken care of me and all that. So yeah. Also, wow, I got really personal there. Oh, I also have to show like a video of a little bit more of like Lulu, who's the French bulldog. And I think Lulu is like the prime reason why French bulldogs will kind of always be like one of my favorite dog breeds out there. Because not only do I just love the squishy, pudgy faces and stuff, but Lulu, I think, is like one of the very few bulldogs that like actually like make piggy noises, which is like probably like the most adorable thing I've heard. Like Lulu just making like piggy noises whenever I like give her pets and stuff is just really adorable. I'll see if I can find, because I like recorded and took a photo of like a lot of stuff. I wonder if I can find something on my phone that I can share on like Twitter or something, because Lulu is very adorable. Dudley's very adorable, but Lulu's very adorable as well. I know I talked mostly about Dudley, but Dudley being the reason why I talk about Dudley so much is the, you know, is the reason why I talk to Dudley a lot, because... Or wait, what am I talking about anymore? I don't know. I'm rambling a lot. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Dudley is like such a big dog, and like he's always like taken my focus off of the other pets, that I haven't even been able to like pet Lulu that much because of how jealous Dudley gets. Oh, we're on map 5 out of 10. Man, I want to go downstairs like my mom. Yeah, it's just like... It's almost what's weird too, because... You know, last week on vacation, I actually did like 100% make sure to like, you know, spend as much time with them as I can. Like, you know, there hasn't been a single time where I was like, oh, there wasn't like a single day that I thought like was wasted or anything. Like we didn't like stay inside at all, I guess. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I guess it's just that, like, you know, like I said, I've had so much fun that it felt a lot shorter than it was supposed to be, and now it's just... Now my plan is to, like, not only see them, like, once a year, because, you know, they live in a different state, but also to make sure that, like, I see them for, like, 2 full weeks instead of 1 full week. Because, yeah, I kind of learned the hard way that, like, 1 week isn't enough. Especially with, like, family I haven't seen for a while. Oh wait, did I just pit and I didn't drink my mango Hold on. I almost choked on a boba. Now I'm in bed. There we go. I remember when I first tried boba, I remember not liking it at first. Because, like, the straws were, like, freakishly huge. And, like, whenever, like, the boba would, like, actually, like, be in my mouth, I guess. I remember it being, like, really weird, because, like, you know, I wasn't used to, like, what boba actually was. It just felt like a wet gummy that was, like, in my mouth or something. And, like... It just, I don't know, I didn't like the taste. It was just a weird texture, like, I didn't like it at all. And I didn't get, like, the appeal of it and all that. But I think with, like, this slushy that I'm having specifically, like, the boba tastes really good with it. It's a lot smaller, too. So, like, a lot of it can fit in the straw very easily. I almost went to snack sound suicide. Yeah, there was, like, a bunch that, like, went into my mouth just now that I almost choked on. It's good boba though, so if I were to accidentally die on stream, I am at least doing what I loved doing. I'm just playing a racing game, and drinking a good drink. It's a pretty good drink. More of a caramel mocha. Oh my god, I almost accidentally pitted. I was looking at chat for a bit. I almost pitted again for no reason. I should have went through that actually. That would have been funny. Oh, I actually messed up. We're looking. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I'm more of a caramel mocha boba fan. I do like caramel. Caramel's very good. Mocha's alright. Caramel frap boba. Oh, that though I can get behind. I don't mean to sound like a Starbucks girl or anything, but sometimes when on my way to work I would get like a caramel frappuccino from Starbucks a lot. Or I don't even want to say sometimes. I literally do it all the time. At least whenever I go to Starbucks, I always order the same drink, the caramel frappuccino. It's definitely very good. So I can imagine that with like boba and stuff would be amazing. You want to go to McDonald's, just their caramel friend. Oh my god. Wait, do they actually have frappuccinos at McDonald's? I think I've actually seen that before. That wouldn't surprise me, I guess. Yes. Avoid my driving, by the way. I'm an amazing driver. I mean, I knew they had iced coffee, obviously. Like, I remember having their caramel iced coffee, but... What is going on right now? I'm crashing a lot. I'm like suddenly discovering there's caramel frappuccinos at McDonald's. I'm being told by Azrael this is not a rally car, and I have a clown nose. And then there's blurp going on in the chat. Like, I'm gonna time out blurp right here. Hold on. Blurp, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to talk. Shut. No, no. I might have to take another vacation, guys. Just because someone played that. Wait. How do I time out blurp? Wait, time out blurp. Okay, there's blurp. There we go. Alright, I've timed out blurp for 1 million seconds. Let's go. Because I really don't like blurp messaging in chat. Blurp is supposed to remain silent. Alright, last lap of Deep Forest. What race is this even? Is this the 5th race? Justice for blurp. No justice for blurp. Also, yeah, I have no idea what was happening. I don't know why my car was spinning out a lot. Or, well, I guess I do know why, but I don't want to admit it. I guess on my defense, I have not streamed for a while. I have not played this game for a while. AKA a week. So, you know, when it comes to looking at chat and stuff, I feel like it's fairly reasonable to, you know, mess up this much. I would say it's a valid excuse. He misses us. I do. I really do, because I really do enjoy streaming a lot. And, you know, obviously when I'm away from my PC, I can't stream, so... Especially in a VTuber's case, because I can't stream in real life. Best I can really do is just to, like, record the doggy and cat videos and stuff, along with sharing that one trombone tweet that I tweeted out. Which, speaking of, I still don't have the trombone with me. We're still kind of figuring out how I'm gonna move that to a different state. I could have brought it with me on my way home, but I was already having like 2 bags, and I didn't want to like have like a 3rd bag, and I didn't want to like pay for that, along with like, you know, just having a full ass trombone on the plane. But damn trombone import laws. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I couldn't figure out how to bring it, but we do have a plan for next time for when I do visit, which hopefully isn't 4 years. I definitely am planning to try and visit there again, like early next year. Because being there made me realize how much I actually missed my mom. Damn, send that shit in special safe units. That was another part that... Oh my god, this is... Test course. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Time to press X for 5 minutes straight. Let me... This is how I increase my speed, right? I think so. There we go. Good old Toot Court. Yeah, good old giant oval. It's not circle, so it's like the worst circle. But yeah, I was gonna mention that, like, you know, my dad, like my actual dad, he you know, he often kind of stresses to me a lot that, like, you know, usually when I go to an airport, especially when I'm bringing like a bag that I'm not bringing on the plane, but more so like, you know, like not the carry-on a bag, but just like the bags are like a lot more huge that you can't really bring in the plane with you. Like he usually always stresses to me that, like, oh, you gotta like put like an actual lock on your bag so that, like, you know, in case if like any of the other like plane handlers, like, you know, the ones who put it on like the plane and stuff, like in case they decide to look through your luggage and stuff and all that, because there's a lot of shifty people who do that apparently. And you know, he's like stressed that to me so much that, like, that thought kind of crossed my mind too with the trombone case, especially because, like, the trombone I played specifically in that tweet is actually an antique trombone. That's actually like a trombone from the 1930s that I was playing in that tweet. So the fact that just thinking about that made me feel like, oh, maybe that's like a very rare, maybe like a very very valuable trombone, I guess, that would, like, you know, I feel like anyone could probably steal. And I didn't really have like a special bag or a lock for it, I guess. So that was partly another reason why I didn't want to bring it with me. Because I didn't want like anyone to treat it with like any hard care or anything. Because, you know, you'll see like those airport handlers would just throw the bag into the plane itself, you know? Like, I didn't want the same thing happening to my trombone, I guess, so that was kind of like another reason I didn't want to bring it. 1930? Yeah. I have like 2 antique trombones over where my mom lives. The one I played in the video was 1930, and there was like another one I had, which was from 1920. And yeah, I tried playing it. I tried playing a 1920 trombone, and that one sounded a lot more worn out. But I think the one I've played, in the video at least, that was a little more in working condition. In fact, I was able to play it. I mean, I think I was able to play it fairly well still. 1K, well, 14K. Wait, what's 14K? The trombone I was talking about? That's how much it costs? Holy shit. Yeah, I think that, like, definitely elevates my point a lot. It's just, you know, I don't want, like, any airport handlers to, like, kind of not only, like, damage the trombone by throwing it around and stuff, but also, like, you know, if for whatever reason they decided to, like, do anything with it. But yeah, I'm not surprised it costs that much, because it's like, it really is like an antique, like, very old trombone and stuff. Like the damn thing in the video is like, because usually trombones are like kind of like a yellowish gold, right? The one I had was like orange, like it was like turning color of like how antique it was. Okay, well, since we're going in a straight line, and since we're I don't really see ourselves getting in the pit because there's really no point, I might have to drink my mango slushy on the straightaways. Once we get to it eventually. Almost there, come on. Let me sip. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Perfect. This is probably like one of the first boba drinks I might actually finish. It's a very there's like only 10% of the drink left. It's really good. Oh man, so test course, right? It's a very yeah. It's an oval. We're only on the fourth lap out of 10, and it's been already 5 minutes so far. So I mean, yeah. Circle, holding X the entire time. literally holding X the entire time. So you can already imagine how much that does to my finger. I don't mind holding the X button for like maybe like a minute long, maybe even 2 minutes long, but it's usually around when it gets to this point where it's like, okay, I've been literally holding my thumb down on the X button for like almost 6 minutes straight now, so I could appreciate maybe some variety in this track, you know, instead of just circle. But no, I'm going to do a strat here since we're going to be in test course for a while. I'm going to switch fingers. I put my controller down on the desk, and instead of my thumb, I'm going to use my index finger. Yeah, so right now I only have one finger on my controller. There you go. I'll use my other finger to turn. There we go. I mean, I've played on the keyboard on this game before, so I can actually control it just fine. Scuffed keyboard is basically what I'm doing right now. Oh man, but test course. Yeah, test course. We're at the 5th lap now. What else do I talk about now? I guess like, yeah, no, for these Gran Turismo streams now, I'm planning on having them like be 3 hours long instead of the usual 2 hours, just because we're getting into like the bigger parts of the races. Because, you know, we've been streaming for almost 2 hours and we're still on the same event. It's just, you know, this event has like 10 races that all add up, so... Especially since these laps, or these races are like 10 laps long and we're in a big track like this. Bro, I have nothing else to say other than I hate UI Discord, how they changed it back. Yeah, I saw the screenshot you sent on Discord. I'm one of those people who like don't have auto updates on for my phone, so like I have like never seen that UI like ever on mine. As a matter of fact, like I haven't updated my phone in so long that Twitter is still Twitter for me on my phone. It's not X, it's Twitter still. Like it has the bird logo and everything. Like I've barely updated my phone ever. The only time I ever update my phone is if like one of the apps, like for whatever reason, doesn't work like at all. Like at that point I would have to update my phone and the app itself, but other than that, like I don't ever auto update. Doesn't let me use it if I don't update it. Yeah, no, that's yeah, that's like the only time I ever actually update my thing. Is like when it doesn't work. But yeah, my yeah, Twitter's still Twitter for me, so seems like that one specifically for me is still working even when it's not updated. Oh my god, even if test course is still like an oval, at least we don't have to worry about pitting. Because turning is still pretty easy even when you have red tires for this. It's ugly after the point I changed it back. Oh man. Now I'm just thinking about like what was it? Because I remember like I think like sometime back in 2015, back when I got like my first online friend group, I guess, that I would like hang out with religiously. Uh, I remember like I forgot if Discord was even out in like 2015 at the time. I don't remember actually, but I think like even if it was or even if it wasn't, whatever. We used to use Skype a lot back then, and yeah, I remember like I mean maybe it's just because like it was like my first friend group and all, but I like really loved the layout at the time where it's like you join the call and you see everyone's pictures and names, and it was like that simple pretty much. Um, and I remember at some point they changed like the Skype layout. I think it was like sometime it was fairly recent. It was like 2019 or something like that, and it was just like completely different. That it really I guess turned me off from like the app. That's when I kind of moved to Discord, or same with my other friends. And I remember like when I first used Discord, I was like, oh my god, this layout, it's like so weird, it's so spaced out. When I joined the call, the pictures are like 2 miles away from me. Like, I don't like this one bit. I hate it. uh, but I do remember though that like when I first joined a Discord call, I was like, oh wait, the microphone quality is good. What the heck? um, but yeah, like I remember having like big problems with it before, but I've gotten used to it. Actually, I'm fine with the Discord layout currently. Uh, so when I saw your picture of like the Discord layout and stuff and like how that was handled, I was like, oh no, don't tell me they're gonna do what they did with Skype and just ruin the layout again. It's making me feel like that, like for apps like Discord and Skype or whatever, like if I were in charge of something like that, I would rather have a layout that's like like obviously like easily like navigatable and stuff, and just like I would probably like never ever change it really. Be a few changes every now and then just so it isn't entirely boring, but like nothing to the point where it's like it almost changes everything entirely. I mean, I don't know if that's just like a weird nitpick with me, but I don't know. I just think about like maybe I'm just like overfilled with like nostalgia a little bit of like how the Skype layout was back then with my friends. I thought that layout was a good idea. It needs to get fired. That's something that should have been kept. That should have been kept in the basement to be locked in forever at this point. That idea specifically, like, it is hot garbage. Ooh, wow, we have 3 cars next to each other. I actually did not mean to crash there. It's just I was steering with like 2 fingers there that time. But yeah, our tires are like screaming for help, but we're literally turning just fine because it's a test course, so we don't have to pit at all. Ugh. There we go. I'm using this time right now to just get boba. Rip tires. Yeah, they're just full on red. Because for those who don't play this game often, it's like basically tire health. It's just like, solid blue is like healthy, like 100% kind of thing. And it goes to like green and then to yellow and then to orange, like, and like the more it like changes colors, like the more it's just like, it's basically depleting, making your tires even worse as the race goes on. And red, solid red is like basically like, I guess like 0 health pretty much. Like it's just the worst, and it's on all 4 tires too. So, you know, if we were on like an actual track where it has like a lot of turns, like this would be like extremely painful to drive with. But luckily, since test course is just one big circle, it's like literally not a problem at all. But yeah, they really are screaming for help. Like I'm just not listening. I have earbuds on, so I cannot hear them. You know, the turning makes no difference whatsoever with like red tires. This is like totally fine. It's kind of funny too, because the AI, like, AI of this game obviously would still treat tires really seriously, like no matter the track. So like the AI will still pit. So, you know, out of all like tracks that the AI is less threatening in, it's this one. Also, it looks like our 787B needs an oil change now. We've driven it for that long. Oh, for real, for real. I'm good. They'll immediately restore health once we get in the next race. It's all good. I'm almost a bit weirded out with like how the oil change, or well, actually I don't know. I was gonna say that like it might be a bit weird with like the oil change to be running out like this in a long championship, but at the same time, like if I were thinking about it realistically, like if you were doing like beginners league or something, like you probably wouldn't actually need like an oil change until like when you're pretty much done with the entire league, pretty much, because the tracks are like a lot shorter. It's like mainly 2-lap tracks that are like probably only like 2 miles long. Saying as considering that we've already driven the 787B for what looks like 193 miles, which is right to the side of my neck there, the number. I guess you would need an oil change like after all that amount of driving, huh? Finish. Ooh. Oh wait. Oh yeah, the cars 3, 4, and 5, they're battling right now. I saw them change results for a bit. I'm kind of curious about this one. Oh, the R390 passed. Ooh. Is the R390 gonna win? Ooh. Yeah, they all finished like one lap, like just 1 second right after. Whereas the GT40 and 787B are just, yeah. Oh, I just realized there's some boba stuck in the straw. There we go. I can't believe it's been almost 2 hours and I'm still talking about my boba. It's just not finished. I'm so slow with finishing stuff. This is why I usually only eat or drink like before stream, because I'm usually so distracted of like talking and playing the game that I just forget that everything around me exists. It's also partly why, like, I mean, I don't know if this sounds super introverted or whatever, but it's also sometimes why I almost prefer like eating alone sometimes, because like you know, usually when I go out to eat with like friends and stuff, I would often end up focusing more on well, I don't really focus more on it. It's just because I usually want to eat my food, right? I don't want to eat my food while talking or anything, because that's like kind of like rude or whatever. Oh my god, the lag for this track. So it's like, you know, just so my food doesn't get cold, the food that I paid for doesn't get cold, I would often focus on eating more than talking. So I would be like a really bored, or I would be like a really boring person to be with when, if any of y'all ever take me out to eat. I would just focus eating rather than talking. Because if I started talking, like, I would not focus on my food at all. I just wouldn't. Or I guess it wouldn't make me more introverted. It would just make me just a really shit multitasker. But I mean, like, even so, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just simple. I just want to finish my food first, yo. Nah, same. I would do the same. Okay, God, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because I've had like a few friends in the past who are just like, you know, like sometimes they would want to call me on like Discord or something, and I would just be like, nah, I can't. I'm eating right now. And then they'd be like, wait, what's the problem with that? You can't eat and talk at the same time? And I was like, no, I can't. I really can't. I need to finish my food. Oh, turning. There we go. God, this is gonna be so painful with the lag. I would do the same thing. I am glad I am not the only one then. Because I've always felt like kind of guilty about it. I don't know why. Because, you know, like when I think of like a family or friends and family setting, right? Like just whenever it's like a dinner party or something, or wherever it's like a meetup somewhere, you would normally think like, oh, you know, they're just eating, talking, having a good time and stuff like that. But for me, I would only just eat. I would not talk. It's like, I don't know. And I guess I would say for my defense too, I would just probably say something like, oh, I don't want to sit while I'm talking, you know? So that's kind of another thing too, like, there is a common thing I would say where it's like, people don't really like to hear, people talk with like with like food that's still in their mouth, you know? Cause their breath's so muffled and like, they'd probably like have food spitting all over the place. So I'd probably like say that in my defense. I choked when I talk and I ate at the same time. I've never done that, but like, I can definitely understand like, I mean, obviously, like, I can definitely understand how that would happen. It's like, it's very valid as to like why, uh, as to why like, sorry, I'm a bit distracted of how laggy this game is. It's like valid as to like, you know, not talking while eating at the same time, you know? Because I wouldn't want to fucking choke either while talking. Especially like accidentally getting food everywhere if you were like talking and spitting at the same time. It's just, ugh. I've heard stories from my dad about how my granddad would talk with his mouth full and he would like actually spit food everywhere. Like that's what my dad would tell me. Like he was like not even joking when he said food would spit everywhere, and like there was like clear food particles on his mustache and stuff, and I was like, oh god, I don't want that to be me. So I kind of like, you know, I kind of try not to be that kind of person. I remember my dad would do that, and how my mother told me to never do that. Yeah, it was especially apparent with like my dad's side of the family, at least. But it was only mostly from that story for me. Like, I think my mom doesn't really care that much, but you know, if my grandfather for whatever reason, it like traumatized him when like he would have like food particles in his mustache and stuff, and like, you know, them family been with them being a family and whatnot. Uh, my granddad would, you know, poke fun of my dad and would be like, "Give me a kiss," and then he would have like mustache, or like he would have like food in his mustache still, so it'd be like, "Yuck, gross! Don't come near me." Which is very valid. I would not want anyone doing that either. That's grandfather Daikiri right there. It's just eats of his mouth, or eats of his mouth open all the time while talking. I also just remembered a vague memory from back when I visited my grandparents in Florida, which I also have to visit at some point soon too. They what was it? It's anything because I drink salt, blue cheese, soda mixed in one. Salt, blue cheese, and soda. Things I do for a dare. Oh, that's a dare. Oh my. I'm wondering how that tasted. Salt, blue cheese, and that sounds like revolting to me. Was it good or was it like revolting? I would imagine it would be like either or. Not that bad? Ah, okay. Because I would imagine there'd be some things that wouldn't be too bad. Not someone who drink it would only. Yeah. Because, you know about the whole, milk thing, right? Oh my god! I should pay more attention when I drive. Otherwise I would have died in real life. Like how the movie would say it. Anyway. Yeah, the whole pilk thing, right? It was like, Pepsi and, milk mixed together. I remember actually trying it, and, you know, I remember some of my friends were saying like, "Oh, it's bad. I hate it. Like, it sounds so disgusting. Don't do it." But to me personally, and when I tried it for the first time, like, it didn't actually taste that bad at all for me. Like, if there was like, if anything for me, it tasted more like a creamier Pepsi. Like, that was it. That was about it. Pepsi milk was a mistake. It's an interesting trend for sure. I can see why people would dislike that, obviously, because it's literally milk mixed with soda, and on paper it sounds very disgusting. But when I tried it with like Pepsi and milk, it was just like, oh, it's not bad. I mean, obviously it's not something I would do regularly, but I mean, you know, it's like, it's not like revolting. It's like people forget root beer float. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, no, like root beer floats are awesome. I love root beer floats. And speaking of dares too, when you were mentioning that mixture of everything, I remember accepting a dare at some point. Oh man, I forgot. I remember I was in summer camp, so I was definitely like in elementary school or something. I remember some kid, I think he was like doing dares of everyone. He had like this Ziploc bag, and it was filled with like, I still don't even know what it was to this day. Like, even right now, I have no idea what it was. He had like this substance in his bag. It was filled with like, red, white, green, yellow, and it looked all gooey and stuff on the inside. And he was like going around like telling everyone like, I'll give you $30 if you put your finger in this and you lick it. Like, literally just trying out the substance basically that was inside that bag. And me being the dumbass I was back then, I was like, you know what? I could use $30 right now. Sure, I'll try it. And, you know, I think I was like literally the first one who decided to try it. Because, you know, he opened up the Ziploc bag or whatever and had me try it or whatever. And I remember when I tried out the substance or whatever, I remember seeing the kid's face like being a little bit shocked. Because I was like, I was probably like the first one to even try it. Because, you know, obviously who would try out some bag that some random kid brought? But yeah, no, I tried it. And honestly, it wasn't that bad taste. I think like it was literally just a mix of ketchup, mayo, mustard, and relish, like all mixed in one. So like that was pretty much exactly what it tasted like. It was like a mix of all of those. So like I honestly didn't think it was that bad. So I was like, oh well, there you go. I tried it. Give me $30, please. And I'm still waiting on that $30, by the way. You know, he's never he never gave me the thing, but maybe one day I'll get the $30. It has been like maybe a little over 10 years since that happened, but I don't know. Maybe getting $30 is a little hard for him nowadays. But hopefully one day I'll get that. I'll get the $10 or the $30 I meant. Maybe one day. Yeah, I don't even know the kid's name either. He was like a complete... He was like literally a complete stranger to me. He was just like going around asking everyone about trying out the thing. But keep in mind though, like, even though I say like... Because even though it tasted like ketchup, mayo, all the other mix, like, I still like never got full confirmation on what exactly it actually was. I'm assuming it's that, but I have no idea what it actually was. And I don't even know if that kid ever got in trouble for like ever, you know, asking everyone to like just try out this random substance, you know. I don't even want to know, yeah. It's the exact right reason why I'm calling it a substance, because I don't even know if it's even food. Or if it's even anything edible, but... I mean, I never got sick from it, so I guess that's a good thing, but... It had a weird taste for sure, but it's not like revolting, it's not... I never got like food poisoning or anything, so I guess that's good. So is this legit the first time this game's putting you around in reverse? Is it the first time? I don't even know. Maybe. Oh god, I'm lagging a lot here. I don't think it's the first time, but it's definitely been a while since we've been on a reverse variant. I swear, like, since arcade mode at least. I also completely forgot to pit on the last lap, so I'm definitely gonna have to do that for this one. I got distracted talking about all the kinds of substances that I was eating back then. Trying to think if there's any other odd things I've ever ate in my lifetime. The earliest I can ever think of was quite literally when I was like 1 or 2 years old. I mean, obviously I don't have any memory of this whatsoever, so my mom told me, but I think like the weirdest thing I ever ate back then was a nickel. I ate a nickel before when I was like 1 or 2 years old, so that was something. Apparently, yeah. Luckily, it's not in my body anymore. I ate chicken feet. Some ears. Chicken feet's an actual food, right? I think so. I've never tried chicken feet. It does sound kind of gross a little bit, though, like, ugh, chicken feet. Yeah. Yep. Trying to think of like other food. I'm trying to think of like actual foods and not like nickels I ate when I was a baby though. I'm trying to think like I mean, it's the one that comes at the top of my head. It's not It's not really weird at all. It's more just like just a random memory that popped up. I think I remember trying out what was called the atomic meatball, which was I tried it in like a restaurant. It was like it's basically just a spicy meatball pretty much, but it was like a really spicy meatball. Um, it was pretty high up there too. It's like very high spice, and I'm not just saying this as someone who has like a weak spice tolerance or whatever. I remember trying that out for the first time, and I remember like I think it was pretty recent too, like compared to elementary school stores I was talking about. I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago when I tried this. I was with like my stepmom's side of the family, and you know, uh, I was with like people around my age, and they were asking if I wanted to try out the atomic meatball, and they warned me beforehand it was like spicy and stuff. And when I saw them eat it, it was like, oh, well, they didn't seem like they were in any pain while they were eating it and stuff. So it's like, maybe it isn't too spicy as they're saying. When I tried that atomic meatball, I was like, I tried to play it off cool. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. It's not that spicy at all. But my tongue was like screaming in pain. Like, my tongue was on fire, my throat was on fire. Like, I can visually see myself like turning red almost entirely with like a ton of sweat coming out of my forehead. Just thinking about it. I think they probably saw through my lie too, but they didn't tell me, because I was like, oh no, that's pretty good, but I feel like I could literally feel myself like turning red at that point. My mom ate cow brains before. Oh, interesting. I think like the restaurant I work in, the restaurant I work in, they serve a cow stomach, which I guess like on paper sounds weird, but apparently it's pretty good. Should have given me the meatball. Yes, Azriel, you must surpass the atomic meatball challenge that I have participated in. You dumb for that, Lamau. Yeah, I remember the aftermath after I ate that meatball, and after I was like, yeah, it's good, it's good. I like just kept sipping my water like repeatedly over and over and over and over. And it got to the point where like, because there's ice in the water too, so it's like, it got to the point where it's like I just kept the ice cube on my tongue like the entire time, and I was like still in pain. Because my drink was like at 90% full before I ate the meatball, and like literally 5 minutes after I ate the meatball, like my drink was just entirely gone. It was I only had ice left, and even that didn't exist for a little bit. I'm Italian, so I'm down that shit easily. Yeah, I wish I had like the a high spice tolerance, because I actually really do like spicy foods too. It's just that like I don't know, I just have like a medium to low spice tolerance, I guess. One of my VTuber friends, Ikidio, he sometimes pops in every now and then. He we did actually meet in real life at some point. And I got him to try out like my favorite ramen shop that I go to, and I had him try out my recommendation, and it was like a fairly spicy ramen. Like, it always made me like it made my nose runny. It made my tongue really hot and stuff, and sometimes I'd end up coughing too just because of how spicy it was. And sometimes you'd see my eyes tear up too. Like, that's how spicy it was. But I remember having Akirio trying it, and he was like, "Oh, it's like a little spicy, but it's not that bad at all." And he tanked it pretty much. Like, I didn't like see any signs of him lying or anything. Like, he tanked the spice pretty much, or he just has like a high spice tolerance and just didn't notice it at all. So I guess I'm just my spice tolerance is lame. I am not good at the spice. And I guess the only reason why I have like that fake illusion of me being like, oh, I have high spice tolerance because I ate like a lot of hot Cheetos. I guess I do eat a lot of hot Cheetos, so maybe I was just like, oh, I can handle a lot of spicy stuff, but clearly I'm wrong. Now we need to train you. I really do need a trainer for that. Because I like I said, I love spicy foods a lot. Even if they make me turn red, I'd do it for the taste. Oh man, okay, so the R390 is second this time. It actually seems like a... For the second, third, and fourth place card, it seems like they might be in a tie. Maybe? For this championship? Or well, no, the 787B has always been second place, hasn't it? I guess it's mainly just the GT1 and the R390 that's kind of battling it, I guess. Because the Esperante and the GT40 are just always last. They aren't as high tier in this game. Oh man, that oil change down there is just bothering me so much. Because I always have the need to fix it, but I can't fix it because I'm in a championship. I can't go out of my way to do an oil change. I can only do that after. Esperante's bidding in though. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, I have been getting along with my VTuber family pretty well. Or I would like to call the Tade family. Because, you know, for those who don't know, the artist who made my model is Tade Khan. And, you know, like everyone else who's got their models like drawn by her is like, you know, we have like our own Discord server and stuff, and as of late, like as of very late, we've been actually getting along pretty well. I mean, you probably have already seen on Twitter, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing like a Golf with Your Friends collab with them, so that's going to be very exciting. Y'all will get to meet them by then. And it's happening a lot earlier too. It's like at 5 p.m. PST instead of the usual streams I do, so like 3 hours earlier than this one. But yeah, I've gone along with them very well. I've been messaging them, I've been in calls with them as of late. So, yeah, I'm definitely very excited. And even in the server, we've done... We've kind of like... The Tade server has kind of beaten the Hearts and Souls server for making the Minecraft server the fastest, because we have our own Minecraft server. Which, speaking of, we really do need to make like a Minecraft server at some point for us to play too, God. Because I honestly wouldn't mind it. Not my fault, y'all busy. I almost... Oh man. After the stream, I almost want to show my Minecraft house in that server. Because, oh my god, like, don't let me ever make houses for you in Minecraft, ever. I can make one right now, but nah. Well, I actually honestly wouldn't mind playing it every now and then. It's just a matter of like, I guess who's gonna be playing it with us. Because you know, it's obviously confirmed that you and me would probably play it every now and then. It kind of seems like Hearts doesn't really want to play Minecraft, or at least is like uninterested. I think Opossum, was he interested in it? I think he was. I don't remember, but yeah, the server, usually we only have like maybe 4 people at most who's like active in that, so it's like, it's kind of hard to tell like it's kind of hard to tell like which one's gonna be dedicated to playing the server the most. Also, the 787B, like our imposter's in 4th place. What the? I am not used to that. 4th place 787B. That's impossible. Sadness for real. Was always down. Ah, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, for me, at least for like the Tade server, we've been, I guess, playing the latest Minecraft, but it's like all vanilla. And I think it was the Java edition, but yeah, that's what we've been doing. Wait, is there 3 more races to go? We're almost 2.5 hours in, and we're still in the same event. I am learning the hard way about how long this event is. Oh my god. God wants to play. Yeah, I 100% would be down for a Hearts and Soul Minecraft server for sure. Or maybe even like a, I don't know. Only y'all weren't busy. Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality. Because lately I actually have been applying to college and stuff, so I have no idea like how busy I'm gonna be in like the next few weeks. Because I do have work, and I'm gonna be doing college at the same time too, so I have no clue. But it's the best I can do to make money. Yikers, yeah. Yeah, college and work. Yikes. I hate it. I hate it as well, but it is what it is. Oh no, my eyebrow's itching. I can't itch it because we're in a race. Ugh. Yeah, that bread for that bank, yo. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be needing all of it. Or, I guess like we said in the beginning of the stream, well, we could definitely use that 10 million in our bank right now. I wish I could transfer my in-game credits to real-life currency. God damn, let's Sugar Papa fast. Don't we all? Oh, me and my driving. Sorry if y'all heard that, I'm just moving the mic. Take over the team, go Soul, get a Sugar Mama. We shall see for Team Soul. I'm still not letting that die, by the way. Team Soul will always be #1. And hopefully you still are on Team Soul, because I got you a Happy Meal. And, you know, Hearts was like, maybe I'll play Minecraft when Soul gets you a Happy Meal. And, you know, when I actually got you the Happy Meal, when I went out of my way to get McDonald's for you, Hearts was like, nah, I'm not playing Minecraft. So, some Team Hearts has. Until I get my Minecraft. Wait until you get your Minecraft for Team Soul? Because I could definitely be down to play one of these days. Maybe I can like... Maybe I can actually like message either you or just in like the Hearts and Soul Discord server about it. Make a custom sweater too. Custom sweater? Talking about like a Minecraft custom sweater or like a actual custom sweater? Damn, I thought my turning was good in that part. Custom Team Soul Sweater, yeah! Yeah, I approve Team Soul is always the best here. So I will get you that Minecraft one day. Shall be a promise. But no, just because we're on the topic of it, I'm gonna 100% like once we're near the 3-hour mark, I'm gonna show a little bit of my house in Minecraft, at least in like the Tade server that I was talking about. Because my house is just comedy. Or I should probably mention too, that's like a temporary house. It's not like the final product, I guess. Because if it were my choice, I would choose to live on the moon, or I would create my own moon, I guess. But obviously I don't have the resources for that yet, for it being this early in the server, so I made like a temporary home, so can write for the disappointment. Hey, well, you saw my Minecraft skills on the charity stream that I did before, so I made a house for almost everyone here. It is a beautiful house. It's very beautiful. Oh man, my tire's pretty bad, but I kind of skipped the hitting for this lap specifically because I only wanted to pit once in this race. Because we're in the halfway mark right now, so you know, as long as we can do this lap okay, then we shouldn't have to pit twice in this race. Getting contracted for Minecraft. Hey, well, if I can make a box house, I can make it's like that's like all I need. Because a box house gets the job done. That's all I'll say. But hold off on the contractor until I show you the house at the end of this stream. Maybe you can decide for yourself if I need one or not. Because it is amazing. Whoa, car almost flipped there. Mr. Squidward. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And our tires were red. Do I have water with me? Oh, I only have like a slither of it. I'm like thirsty again now that my boba's all gone. I have like a little bit of boba left, but I only have like 5 pieces in it, so it's like pretty much already finished. Oh my god, I'm actually second place? What? Oh yeah, I forgot Tokyo route. Tokyo has like... Tokyo's AI is built different. They're for whatever reason really good. You see, this is exactly why I didn't want to pit 2 times. This is good though, because I can... That means I can pass by. Eventually. Let me get 3 R3. There we go. Rip. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I did have like... My drink was like 70% full when I started the stream. I actually drank quite a lot of it in this one. But now that I'm out of that, I am thirsty again. I was about to say I'm a little bit surprised I got thirsty that quickly, but I mean, I am streaming at the same time, let alone doing it for 3 hours instead of 2, so I guess my voice is already getting a little bit tired. Or, well, my throat is. My throat easily aches when I talk for this long in one session. Just because I've, like, you know, I barely talk. I'm, like, super introverted. Been gone for a week, rusty. Yeah. You've already seen all of it. I, like, crashed into everything in this stream. Even when I was, like, preparing the stream, I was like, wait, how does everything work again? Like, I didn't know how to get stuff set up. I wonder if it's also just my driving that's having the AI catch up. It could 100% be that. Because I swear it is like the worst I've been driving for like a while. With all the Gran Turismo streams I've done thus far. Man, I miss this dumb game, respectfully. I miss this dumb game too. It has its charm to it. It's kind of crazy actually that I've been streaming this game for a very, very long time. Like, was it my... I'm trying to remember when my very, very first Gran Turismo stream was. I know it wasn't my first, because I streamed like Risk of Rain 2 for my very first pre-debut. It had to have been my second stream ever, right? And that was like back in like sometime in November, I think. So I've been streaming this game for almost a full year. I mean, to be fair, there were like a lot of breaks, obviously, so that's not to say this game takes a year to complete or anything. It's just, you know, I kind of spaced it out a lot, and, yeah, I think now, like, at least from what the game completion tells us, we're, like, a little over 75% done with it. But at the same time, that doesn't mean there's shorter races at the end. We're still approaching the very long race territory. We're only just on our first championship in Pro League 2, and it's almost a 3-hour stream right now, and we're only on the 7th race out of 10 for that fact. So yeah, Pro League's gonna take a long time. It's almost making me wonder if I should stream twice a week or something, or maybe not twice a week. Maybe I'll just make the stream longer. Maybe that'll just be the plan. Make the stream 4 hours instead of 3, so that we can so that I can get used to like streaming longer than 3 hours. The 7th? Yeah. Yeah, no, the races in this game get crazy long. And the craziest part is that Gran Turismo 3 isn't the game that has the longest races either. Man, my throat actually hurts. I have to tone down with the rambling. I was actually practicing with my singing, maybe a little, like a few hours before I streamed, so that could also explain why my throat is like in tremendous pain right now. But after this stream, I'll definitely be drinking some cold water and resting it a bit. Singing Soul. I'm still trying to, I think I've mentioned before that I have like 2 unreleased song covers, maybe 3, because I was actually practicing for a potential 3rd one today. But, it's one of those things where it's like I'm taking my sweet time with it, because like, it's one of those things where it's like, I might want to practice maybe a little more, just so it's like, so I know it, like, whatchamacallit? Like, I want to sing it, like, perfectly, you know? Like, I don't want to release it and then have it be called cringe and be put in a VTuber cringe compilation or anything. But yeah, I like, I guess the reason why it's taking too long is just because, you know, I want it to be good. That's, like, the short story of it. I did show my cover to, like, a few people, and they said it was good, but, like, I kind of want to be careful, or, well, not careful, but I kind of want to, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being, like, my worst critic right now, because, it's one of those things where it's like, I have no idea if they're saying it to, like, be nice or whatever, you know? Because I want to make sure it's, like, actually genuinely good. I even had, like, one of my siblings who was, like, passionate for covers. I had him take a look at mine, and, I think he was the first one who gave, like, some criticism for it. Constructive criticism, of course. Mainly just one of those things where it's like, I have to make sure my voice is, like, more clear, I guess. But other than that, he thought it was pretty good. Which I think I'll accept. Because I do have kind of a bit of, like, a grumbly, soft spoken voice, I guess, if that makes any sense. You are? You are what? I'm sorry, I was rambling too much to... I already forgot what I said. Hey, even the expert voice knows. Yeah, but I don't know. You see, that's how much of a harsh critic I am of myself. I just have, like, I just keep saying, like, even though I have someone who does covers passionately look at my cover, I'm just like, maybe one day I'll just say, like, fuck it, and I'll, like, release the cover, like, without any notice whatsoever. Maybe I'll do that one day. I even still have it saved on my streaming software. Like, you know how I play the starting soon stuff? Like, I could actually play it, like, right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to yet. Okay, no, this is the 8th race. Now we're on our 9th. No, why does this have 15 laps on it? It's the Monaco. It's always the Monaco. It's always the Monaco. It's always the fucking Monaco. It's always 15 laps. 15 laps. This is gonna be longer. Would be the one to pressure you to do it. I have no idea. I have to be the one. Can't be anyone else. Even if it were hearts, I would not do it. was gonna bully you. Yeah, I imagine because I stole your weapons at some point, you can't really like wave your gun like you used to at me uh, in the past, so you know, it's whatever. The bullying I can handle now. Excuse me. Oh my god, 15 laps of this track. Oh my god. This is the 9th race too, and this is already looking like the stream's gonna be a little over 3 hours because of how long these races are. I mean, I guess it's fine as long as it doesn't go over 4 hours, because, yeah. Oh god. No, I can't. So I use the awkward power of compliments and Riz to bully. Oh no. Is it over? I already accepted my fate. Exactly. It is under my power for when I decide to release the cover. It could also depend on like, I don't know. Because the cover I'm like working on right now actually, or well, if I decide to cover it, I don't know. Has like a little more high notes, and you know, for someone like me who has like pretty much a low voice all the time, like it's obviously like a bit of a challenge for me, but it's also at the same time really fun. So it's like, who knows, if I practice a lot more and maybe if I like my voice to sound that way like a lot more, then maybe, I don't know. Maybe if I'm more proud of it than the other covers that could be released early. Who knows? This is still a second lap. Out of 15. Out of 15. But even if the stream is going to be over 3 hours, I'm still going to show the Minecraft thing, just because it's been in my mind. It's been in my mind. My mind. I can't speak, so I apologize. I'm gonna wait here impatiently as I hold my Kirby plush. I just got reminded that Kidio, who was like the friend I was talking about earlier, or like the VTuber friend I've met in real life, he has like a plushie of like his little ghost buddy that is like all part of like his VTuber thing, and he brought it with him as well, and like I got to hold it, and it was like a very soft and like comfortable plushie. It almost kind of made me want to like you know, if I had like the materials for it and stuff, or like the money, I guess, I don't know, like I really want to try and look into something like that if I could somehow get my own like soul plushie or something. By then I can become marketable and dominate the world that way. But no, all jokes aside, like that could be a fun idea if I ever want to do one, but I have no idea how that would work, so. You definitely need to have the connections for something like that, I feel like. Maybe on stickers, it's so fun. Ooh. What kind of stickers? I feel like if I were to do like, because if I were like more better at drawing, I would 100% probably do something like that for myself, but I'm not very good at like drawing in general, so I just kind of don't bother. Not really a fan of a lot of websites. Are you talking about for like making your own plushie and stuff? Because I could be entirely wrong. I'm just like assuming stuff. It's just the idea of like making your own plushie like feels, I don't know. Ordered some, made homemade ones. Yep, for the plushies, pillows, and stickers. Ah, that's good to know. Maybe I have to do research. Research. Oh my, I don't want to do research. I'm too lazy. But not like, yeah, that's actually good to know though. I could probably look into something like that one day. I don't know. It's hard to get some that are made for you. Wait, it's hard to get some that are made for you and make them marketable. Oh, okay, now I see what you mean. Yeah. Interesting. I was joking about the whole research thing, but I actually really should like look all that up and like how that works and stuff. Because I feel like that'd be like really fun to do at some point. Especially if I were like fully get into like VTubing more, I guess, which, you know, I obviously still have plans to. Oh, it's just so random, but I really love the engine noise of this car. Some people might find it annoying, but it has a very unique engine sound and I love it. Only do it when there's a demand now. Oh yeah, for sure. I was just thinking about like because you know, if I were to make it for, if I were to make like a plushie or something for I guess like let's say my fan base or something, right? Like I would think, you know, I have like an average of like 100 followers, right? I'm like still like a fairly small VTuber. So like, you know, if I were to like do something that's like for demand, I would assume like, you know, like if I had like a lot of people following me or something, like I feel like that's when I would probably look into it. Like maybe 1,000 followers or something, I feel like be worth something like that. But, you know, I mentioned that randomly because like Mikio, he's like someone with 200 followers, I think, at least on Twitter. He might have more on Twitch, I don't know, but he has like a plushie of his, or I forgot, I don't know if he actually sells his plushies. Maybe that plushie specifically is just for him, but either way, he let me hold his plushie and it was like very, very soft. And I don't know, it made me want one. So that's like the only reason why I'm just thinking about that right now. Oh, I'm crashing still. Oh no. I just like plushies, man. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. Plushies are nice. Even though I don't really own any plushies, but I can see the appeal. Or actually, I do have a plushie. It's like yeah, I have a plushie of Ryuko from Kill la Kill. Because whoa, why am I driving like this? Oh, my back tire is bad. Okay, that's why. Could probably go another lap, I think. Yeah. No, the cars are pretty far off. I'm still fine. Okay, no. Yeah, I forgot. Back tires are bad. I gotta I gotta go to the pit lane in this lap. It's possible we might have to do pit lane twice for this one, because it's fucking Monaco 15 laps. Wish I had free time. I always wanted to learn how to make my own. Oh yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Huh? You better not be laughing at my car crashing skills. We only in 7. Yeah. Not even halfway. It's just still going. And it just so happens to be in one of the tightest like cornering tracks like out of the entire game too. Oh man, I'm driving really bad, but that's only because my tire's bad. Yeah. I think this is definitely the race where you have to pit twice. It's almost gonna make me wonder actually if I should have just went for medium racing tires, because we are more on the better grip, less durability tires right now. I think it's just soft tires is basically what they are. Oh man, yeah, you know, we're understeering, oversteering, whatever you call it. That's really bad. I can't drive it with this any longer. It's time to pit. Let me just pit in here. There we go. Nalu! Welcome. Oh no, C's on fire on that emote. Oh no. Save C. But yeah, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I am back from vacation, as you can tell. How goes the racing? It is going alright. I have been streaming for almost 3 hours, and we're still in the same event. We're doing like the, what do you call it? We're doing the GT World Championship on Professional League, so that pretty much means like 10 races they have to do consecutively, each of them being 10 laps, but this one, for whatever reason, this specific track we're doing has 15 laps. And yeah, it's been almost 3 hours and we're still not done with it. Though we are on the 9th track, I think, so we're definitely over halfway. Also, how is that steak? Which one? Both steaks were pretty good. I remember on Twitter I shared, like, I think on my first day I had like one steak, and on the last day I had like another steak, and they both were pretty good. The second one I got specifically was like a lot bigger, and it was like a lot more meatier and stuff, so you know, I definitely liked all of them. I'm like I don't have steak often, but steak never goes wrong with me. The only time I kind of dislike steak, I guess, would probably be like if it was like well done or something. I don't know. I usually prefer like on the medium rare side of things, but not too rare, because rare is kind of disgusting. I like the perfect medium rare for me. We love the steak. Yes. This is a steak friendly chat in here. The only time we don't talk about steak in here is if Rainy Days is in here, which is a VTuber sibling of ours who is like a cow VTuber. That's the only exception, but everything else, like, we can talk about steak all day here. I get pets. God is happy. Over the weekend I made... Oh wait, hold on. I'll look at your chat in a sec. This is probably one of the tightest turns ever in this entire game. Over the weekend I made prime rib for myself as a B-Day gift. It's some mashed potatoes. for myself as a B-Day gift over the weekend. B-Day. Happy birthday, Bruno. Hope you had a great birthday. That sounds good though. Prime rib with some mashed potatoes. That's awesome. It's your birthday last weekend? Yeah. Maybe I gotta... no, I can't do it. Fuck. I almost have to... I randomly thought of like, back when I was still in pre-debut, I randomly thought of like, that one time I played, Happy Birthday on the trombone for God, but it wasn't like an actual trombone. I played the trombone champ. I was thinking about like doing that right now, but I forgot I have it uninstalled. So I wish I could do it, but I can't. But happy birthday though, for real. Boy, you still alive? Hey, see? Welcome. Oh no, I'm a clown now, I see that. Oh, I'm even more of a clown now, I'm spinning out of control. But yeah, we're still alive. As I was saying, this is like one of those, oh my god, that almost scared me. Why did I say almost? That actually did. It was so loud. Thank you for the hero. But yeah, this is like the... We're in like the championship one where, thank you for the hair. That one did not scare me, I was expecting that one, but... It is a cute hair. Soul Daiki. Yeah, that's the name. That's what I named. Eric, thank you for the hair again. I'm not the type to do a birthday stream. I actually did do like a birthday stream sometime around my pre-debut phase. But the only problem was that I was like super sick. Like I had like a stuffy nose, like I had like my throat was sore. I don't know, God might remember that, but I'm not sure if like C or Nalu was around for that at the time. I think Azrael was there for it. But yeah, I was like super sick. Like I was sick and it was my birthday and I still streamed. But yeah, as I was saying, the only reason this stream is lasting for so long, or well, 3 hours isn't too long, I guess, for some streamers, but you know, for these streams in particular, because the races are this long, I've been extending my Gran Turismo streams to 3 hours and maybe 4 hours in the future, maybe just to kind of, I guess, get myself used to streaming longer. But yeah, now we're in the same event, or like the same championship as how we were when I first started the stream, so yeah, I've been doing 10 races all in the same event. And yeah, we're still going. This is the 9th one out of 10. I'm here and there, so who knows if I was there. Yeah, my birthday was in March, so that was like... How long ago was that? It's like 5 or 6 months ago. It was definitely before my debut, which was like in May. It was like back when I was like PNG. Only reason I remember is because we had similar birthday month and same birthday week. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. We had like a lot of, we know like a lot of people who had their birthdays in March. I think even Hearts had his birthday in March too. It was like in early March or something like that. I don't know why I intentionally crashed into this car. I just wanted to. Holding people hostage. Wait, holding who hostage? See? Whoa, oh, I almost murdered this car. Every week. Playing since May, so probably not. Maybe after the stream I can definitely show, or not after the stream, like at the end of the stream I can definitely show like a few clips around the birthday phase. have to show a lot of things. I'm really stretching the stream out a lot for this one. But maybe it's just because like I've actually did miss streaming, so it's like I don't mind streaming for this long, I guess. Oh my god, I just realized we're still on this track. It's been almost 20 minutes. we have 3 more laps to go after this one. Honestly surprised to see you going this long. I'm a bit surprised as well. Even right now my throat is just in pain right now. Because I mentioned earlier that I was actually like practicing with like singing for a bit for like a potential like future cover, and that one specifically required high notes, and I'm not the best at high notes, so it kind of destroyed my throat already at that point. So even right now, like my voice is just bleh. Ready to golf later, winter boy. I am excited and afraid. I mean, I have played Golf with Your Friends before, along with like other similar games like Golf It, so I feel like in terms of surviving, I feel like I can do alright. It's just a matter of being scared of like which Tade sibling's gonna be the one who's gonna jeopardize everything. That's the part I'm the most scared about. Are you gonna end? Because I've been looking here for the last hour. Oh yeah, no. This is just definitely me like trying to get myself prepped for when I potentially stream for a longer time. Because I am trying out 3 hours so far, and then soon after, or like maybe in like the next month or so, I'll try like 4-hour streams, and then after that will be like 5-hour, and after that, well, you know, just so I can like fully test my endurance as like a streamer, since I obviously want to get into this kind of stuff more. Because I generally have been really enjoying it lately. Okay, I'm gonna pit early here, just so I don't have to deal with a very wide oversteer, understeer, I don't even know. I have no water too. Oh, that's even bad. That's even worse. I mean, it's fine. We're almost done with the championship, so I won't be tormenting my throat for too long. I've been here suffering respectfully. We're almost there. We're almost there, everyone. We're going through the trenches of how long these races can be. It's just the chaos. I can smell the chaos from here. I didn't even know chaos had a smell, but here we are. Tell me when you fail. I'm sure it'll be pretty often. I have not played golf for like a long time. Pain is real. Yeah, I gotta go full gamer mode, and I gotta make sure to have the best driving lines as I can. Which is a bit impossible because I am rusty still. You would think after 3 hours of racing I would have already been in my mojo, but no, I'm still crashing a lot. I even still messed up pretty badly in earlier in this race. But here we are. Okay, after this one is the final lap. And then we'll be on our last race. Also, I finished clearing out the area and made the platform for my base. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I was just talking earlier actually that at the end of the stream I might show a little bit of like the Tade family server for like Minecraft and stuff. More specifically my house, because I mean, you've already seen my house. I just wanted to show it to everyone who doesn't know, because my house is pretty funny. Ow. But just so I don't get sidetracked, or just so I don't forget, I think the first thing I'll do, once this championship is over, will probably be... I'll show like the birthday clips thing before I forget. Where I'm just like playing Trombone Champ as like a happy birthday song, along with like me when I was sick, because you could tell I was like really sick at the time. I'll be showing those first, and then I'll show a little bit of the Minecraft stuff. Yeah, my quote-unquote house. And then after that, I'll end the stream, because I have done over 3 hours so far. And you know, I don't want to burn out immediately after vacation. Especially my throat. My throat is feeling the burnout. Burnout with no water. Burn out the game. Alright, I drank my slither of water that I still have. More of a house than mine, Lamau. Hey, thank you for the head pats, Nalu. Excuse me. Does your house have a roof yet? Because all I know is that... Oh, excuse me again. All I know is that the house has like, it's like a small dirt house and it just has like no roof. No roof. Oh. Thank you for the hair. No roof, no door, no hair. And of course a friend to play with me because I know the Hearth and Souls server kind of be dead when it comes to Minecraft discussions. Yeah. I feel kind of bad too because like I'm not like entirely active myself on there sometimes. And Heart's always encouraged me to like be more active too, but sometimes it's hard, like, because you know, I'm still like genuinely busy a lot, even when I was like in vacation. Eat the dirt. Yum yum. Okay, luckily this track is only 10 laps, so probably won't be as long. Where these are games where to hydrate and stretch and stuff. If I were to give my reasoning for it, it's mainly because I kind of just do my own hydrate and stretching a lot of the time. But I can consider adding it if you know, if there's like, if any of y'all would like that. Because I do need more redeems, because ever since the charity stream, I did promise, like, you know, because we did reach our goal. I think it was, I forgot if it was $25 or $50, but we did reach our goal of like, you know, having chat suggest a redeem and stuff, so maybe we can do that. I'm also debating if I should add that one redeem we talked about, see, where it's like the real voice redeem. If you know what I'm talking about. That one could be a funny one. Only 10. Yeah, no, this game is crazy with the amount of laps that they have you do. Because we aren't even at the endurance races. And the endurance races have you do like 50 laps and sometimes more. So I did say I was going to 100% this game eventually, so we will eventually have to do that. Which is also why it's good that I'm getting used to streaming longer. How am I supposed to make sure you're hydrated? Uh-oh, I'm distracted. Oh. I'm supposed to make sure you're hydrated. I guess you wouldn't know. I could add it though, for sure. But it also kind of makes me glad we don't have one currently at the same time, because I literally don't have water with me. I guess like if a hydrate redeemer activated like right now, I would have to like do the be right back screen, and I would have to like go get water manually. Because I will force him to go to the bathroom. Yeah, that's right. I have to. The more I hydrate, the more I'm forced to want to go number one, I guess. Just put a cooldown on them. I don't think anyone's that mean, right? I don't think I need a cooldown. Everyone will will uh will have me drink in moderation. Drink water, of course. Oh yeah, Lamau. If I were to do the real voice redeem, I would I don't know how many points I would put it at actually. Or actually no, it might be higher than the lunar voice cuz that one obviously takes like a lot more energy out of me compared to the lunar one, so when that day comes, just like every daddy before me, I'll pull a ghost. I'm afraid of what that could mean. Oh man, I think like... Okay, so even though this one is 10 laps, this is like a noticeably bigger track, so I am not sure if this one will be taking just as long as the last one. I have no clue. But, I mean, we are in a third lap, so it's like we're like a quarter of the way done. Too trustworthy, you think no one will abuse hydrate? I've been drowned on multiple times. Oh man. Yeah, I hope you guys don't waterboard me with the amount of hydrate redeems. That would be pretty bad, because keep in mind, I am from the moon, you know, I am not used to earth water still, so if anything, I could easily choke on just drinking it normally. Yeah, it's the mods you should be worrying about. Yes, this mod that we have here currently who waves all the weapons at me. Oh man, I have to conserve my voice actually. My throat hurt. If I talk quietly, what? No, it doesn't. I was trying to talk quietly for a little bit, or like, I guess do the lunar voice, but it still takes just as much energy with my throat. Ah. Return my weapons, you alien moon warlord. I'll think of, maybe not right now. Kermit? Wait, what? Did I accidentally do a Kermit voice? I was trying to do this voice, but it still takes the same energy. Oh no, my nose is itching. Yeah. Damn, I didn't even notice. Let's see, if I were to actually do my Kermit impression... Oh well, I've barely ever tried Kermit. I don't even want to try. I feel like that'll just end up being horrible for everyone's ears. Still on the fourth lap. Yep. Oh my god, why am I... Are my tires really that bad? Okay, we're at least 31 seconds ahead of the second car, so I guess it's not... My tires right now are kind of making me go into the dirt this much. I just didn't want to do it this early though, because this is kind of a little too early to pit. I don't want to pit twice. It's really hard to balance. Yeah, no, I can see this being a problem for the... Or well... You know what? No, there's no use overthinking it. I think we're like far enough to where we could still be in first once we get out of the pit lane, so we're good. We should be fine. Alright, so it's gonna be pitting in. There's also quite a bit of emulator lag too, which is also making this unbearably slow. So even if the total time up there says 7 minutes, it's probably a little over 7 minutes already for this race. Nezuko emote. It's a very cute emote. Oh, I can't believe I completely forgot to mention this. Since in my movie review earlier, in the Gran Turismo movie, when you know, when they had like the ready set go stuff, they used like the Gran Turismo sounds for it, like the wah, 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 like those noises. They used that for the movie, so I think that was like a nice touch. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into detail of the movie, or else I'll ramble about it again, which will hurt my throat even more. I've already rambled about it on like the first full hour of the stream, so y'all already know my opinion on the movie. Pain is real, and it's in this game. Was that my emotes? I love Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, I love Demon Slayer as well. It's probably in like my top 5 animes at the moment. I'm sorry everyone for messing up this badly. Oh my god, I keep messing up so badly. So really sounds like me when I saw the Sonic and Mario movie. Yeah, I've been really wanting to watch a movie. Oh, okay, so it's probably good actually that you didn't hear my review on it then, because I kind of went like into full spoiler territory. But yeah, no, like I guess if I were to go into like non-spoiler, like it's definitely very enjoyable for sure. Because I remember thinking like, oh, it's the trailers are kind of iffy. I'm not sure if I'll really like it, but once I actually watched it for myself, like it was honestly pretty good. Like even if you weren't like a GT enjoyer, like I feel like you would still really like it a lot. Because I did watch the movie with my mom, who wasn't familiar with the games at all, and she was like very entertained by it. Even Rotten Tomatoes reviews, I think like the audience score for it was like a 97 or something the last time I checked. So like, it was like overall like really well received. Oh, driving in the dirt again. Oh. We're good. Oh, this car engine noise so much. Yeah, he's going audience scores over the reviewer scores. Ow. I would have died in real life if I. Oh, I keep referencing that a lot. Yeah, audience scores are reviewer scores. Yeah, same with me. I think like the critic scores for the Rotten Tomatoes stuff was like 60 for the movie. And I think like one of the main criticisms from what I've seen from the critics was saying that like it felt more of like an advertisement for the game than that being like an enjoyable movie or something. Which I guess I can kind of see, but for me personally, it was like very enjoyable. So like I don't know what they're on about. I still definitely recommend it though. We're on lap 7, so we're over halfway. Thank you for the head pats. I almost crashed because I wanted to acknowledge the head pat. Ow. Okay, never mind. I crashed, so I did. Yeah. I'm really trying to speed through this too, because like it's well over 3 hours. I just realized 3 hours 22 minutes, and I still have stuff to show too. Like my throat is hurting. I'm in pain. I'm still having fun, but I'm in huge pain. And yet I am still messing up because I am very rusty. Given the premise of this movie, it's weird they call it an ad for a video game, because that's kind of the whole point. Yeah. And like, even like, what isn't really a spoiler really, obviously, because it's like kind of the whole thing, but in the beginning of the movie, like, what was it? Like, you know, it'll show like the companies and stuff who are like behind it all, and like, you know, like literally like it shows like the PlayStation introduction, like the logo for at the beginning of the movie. So it's like, I don't know. They do reference the game a lot, obviously, because it's like a video game, and it shows like the guy driving the video game and stuff like that. But I don't know. But yeah, that's another reason to trust the audience score, for me at least, a little more. Because I never understood or played the game. Yeah. Ah. 37 seconds, okay, we can still pit then. Just these tires are all over the place. Imagine watching a video game movie not wanting to play the game. Even my mom who's like, because you know, like I said earlier, my mom does not know any of these games whatsoever. And she enjoyed it. So it's like, you know, like I don't even think she like even cared, like even if it was laid out as like a huge advertisement for the game or whatever, like the point of it was that it was still enjoyable. So it's like, who cares? Most of the time critics are just randos who think about it as a movie to get paid. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Ooh. Man, I'm really burpy tonight, and I apologize for my rudeness. I did eat a lot before stream, and I have fully consumed my mango slushy boba. Away, man, I don't judge. I'll do my best. I'm a little conflicted about it because one of my moderators, Hearts, he he like criticized me a little bit for like me burping on stream because he felt like it was like rude and stuff. So like I've been like super like self-aware about it ever since. And I was just thinking like, oh, if there were like any new viewers that came into, like, what if they for whatever reason didn't like my burping either? Like, I've just been super self-aware of it. I obviously wouldn't care if I was like with friends and stuff, but if there were like any new viewers who just tuned into me burping, I would just be like, oh, maybe there's a point there. I don't know. Also, mango slushy. Yeah, I tried a mango slushy for the first time with boba, and it was very good. Why am I driving so crap? Oh, Hearts of Smoking, we really don't mind if you burp. That's good to know. You just don't know. I think it's just like a thing of like, just thinking about it, it's just like well, I don't know. I just know that like I think Hearts was like serious at the time when like he didn't like me burping that much in my streams, so it was just like, oh, I'm a little bit self-aware about it now, so it was like, eh. But it's good to know because I am a gassy person, so I might burp a hell of a lot. Might want some mangoes, we want some pineapple. I think out of like most fruits, oh, I'm driving a dirty end. I think out of most fruits I've tried, I think pineapple is the one I've tried the least actually. Like I can't even remember the last time I've ever had pineapple. All I know is that it's like sweet, like really sweet. Have you ever had talent mango sorbet? It's so good. I don't think so, actually. I think I've had... Or actually, no, I don't know. I don't think I've had it. Burping is natural. You should never feel guilty to do it. It is, but I know that there's some families out there who, I guess, criticize it a lot because it's like, you know, it's like rude to burp when you're like at the family dinner table and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, I don't like blame people who, I guess, I don't know, kind of feel like it's bad manners just in general, but I don't know. Like, I think for me specifically, I try not to care about it too much because, like, you know, we're in a streaming setting, obviously. We're not like at like a courtroom or something, so. Yeah, like, if you guys are fine with me burping, I am completely fine with burping. I can't hold it in. It hurts to hold in my burp, so I gotta do it. And yes, we're finally free. This is the last race of this championship. Look at us, 100 points. Depends on the culture. Burping is fine in other cultures. Yeah, that's true too, depending on like where you lived most of your life and stuff. Because Hearts is like a... Hearts is, I think Hearts is, for most of his life, has lived in, Japan mostly, so... I don't know, like, the culture over there is that different for that, but... Yeah. Alright. Let's see what... Okay, so we get... How much do we get here? I want this prize to be big. 250,000? Okay, not bad. What about the car? Please give me something good. Please don't give me something I already have. I see a GT. Come on, please. You know what? This is fine. I like this. I like the R390 road car, actually. It's a very nice looking car. I'll give it that. Alright, so after 3.5 hours of racing, we got this car. Along with 250,000 credits. About one stream roll. Not my stream, not my problem. There's a very, very valid rule. 77.4. Yeah, no, the progression is very slow here. No. Alright. Alright, let's do another professional league race, shall we? Okay, so let's go with the MR challenge. We'll see what opponent we have, and nah, I'm not gonna do that. I am extremely tired. I will still, we saved, right? I think we did, but I'm gonna do it again just because I want to make sure. There we go. Come on, Jesus. So James, you can do whatever you please. Yeah, I gotta make sure not to be like super self-aware of myself or whatever. But hey, this is exactly why I want to do this more often too. I want to get used to what I'm comfortable doing and all that, and yeah. But okay, so what was my plan here? My plan was to share... You might hear me again in a split second. Just, actually, no, I muted it in time. Cool. And I want to quickly look through my Twitch clips here and try and find the one, what's 2 clips I want to show, actually? More specifically from, like, the birthday-related stuff. I forgot Twitch has a featured thing now. Okay. Wow, Twitch is my clips are unorganized. I apologize for this delay. Okay. Do I have my display stuff all set up correctly? Let me put this on display capture. There we go. There's like everything all over the place. I'm hoping I'm not accidentally doxing myself or something. You might have seen the overlay change a little bit too, but it's just because I'm lazy. Professional streamers, yes. Yes, exactly. I am very professional. Wait, was this it? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, I remember. Because I played Unreal Tournament 2004 in this clip, but I think I literally got off of it once God told me it was their birthday. I think this was it. I think so. Oh, wait, no, it shows happy birthday right there, too. Wait, which clip was it? I guess we can take a look at both of them. And then, which one was it where I sounded really sick? It was... I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying not to delay the stream too much. I'm trying to find it real quick. Or maybe I'm just missing it in plain sight and I'm just like... Because the one I'm trying to find specifically is like where I get scared. Oh wait, it was right here. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm gonna mute the game audio here. Was it this one? It's a must. The average moon can live to over 300 years old. That's an amazing birthday fact. Here we go. You can see like you can see God in the chat is just like, no, don't do this. And yeah, those are like, what was this one? Oh wait, Hearts is in the chat for this one. Did I play Happy Birthday for someone else too? But yeah, I would do this for like someone's birthday like every time, but I don't have the game installed because I have to make room for it. Reliving it. Alright, now I'm getting off. But yeah, now I oh man, my old layout. But yeah, this is like the clip. I think you can tell like how sick I really sounded here, and this was like on the day of my birthday, which was like in March and stuff. Gotta do all that kind of stuff just to say hello to him, you know, because I'm very excited. Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus, that actually scared me. I wasn't expecting to hear him again, just right now. I sounded so sick. My nose was like very, very plugged. I could hear it. I can just hear the clogged nose in there. So scared of the yeah. Yeah. Don't play that sound, by the way. Don't play yeah. Like ever. Oh man. And yeah, I wish I still had the VODs for the pre-debut. That's like the one regret that I wish I had, so that I can like look back at the birthday thing. But those are like the only 2 clips of it that exist. Right now I'm just trying to see if I still have the one clip where was it really? Oh yeah, it's up here, yeah. My very first live stream. I don't think it's too laggy or anything. I hope not. I remember being like super nervous when I was streaming. Thank you, and thank you as well, Ushi. Like you can hear my voice shaking at the time. Like I'll do my best to not be nervous. My goal here is to like talk as much as I can so that I am not as nervous for future streams. I think this was back in November, by the way. I think that was like the first time I streamed. But yeah, I'm gonna stop myself from looking at too many old clips because I get too nostalgic. The great clip of my birthday shall live on to the end of times. Yes, exactly. They'll be on forever since the pre-debut streams are entirely gone. I'm gonna switch to just chatting thing real quick because I still want to show the Minecraft base, and after that we'll call it a stream. Let me just launch up Minecraft. There we go. You started streaming at the same time as me. Oh, November 2022. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because I pre-debuted on November, and I got my actual model like May of this year. Ooh. Nalu and Solar Twins. November 2022. Legends were born. Oh god, I accidentally hit my mic. Oh shoot, wait. Do I sound shitty at all? I hope I don't. I almost thought the cord for this microphone was loose. Nalu better because they cute. You don't think I'm cute? No, I'm kidding. Also, you might hear Minecraft in the background. I completely... Do I just use display capture for this? How awkward is this if I use display capture? Is that too zoomed in? It's a little zoomed in, I guess. Yeah, I have to set up the gaming capture thing. C says, wait! What do you want me to wait on? He almost admitted that he was... No, I didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't do any of that. Oh, I have to, Wait, did it detect Minecraft? It did. Okay, good, good, good. Or not. What? Oh, well, it appeared for a second. I'm experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties just to show you all of this. I think this is evenly cropped, right? I will still have to, there we go. Well, I gotta prep real quick. Alright, alright. Still think Nalu says, therefore are they twins? Well, I'm not cute, but Nalu is. Gaslighting, how dare you? I do not gaslight. I do not even know what gaslight is. Alright, wait, why is the cropping like this? Oh, it is very small now. Wait, how do I... Was it F11 to make it full screen? It was, okay. Too late, you and my queue list. So yeah, this is the Tade family server. C is in this too. It's just you know, it's like a little Minecraft server for the Tade siblings. And yeah, I just wanted to show. Oh wait, no, I don't even have the audio for this. Hold up. There we go. For those who were there for my charity stream, you all already saw like how well I built my houses and stuff. So I'm gonna show a little bit of how I built my house in this server. So, welcome to Soul's Box. Now I'm gonna kind of go out a little bit just to show you where exactly the location of this is. There's like this nice snow biome here. I am right underground. I'm meant to prepare myself for disappointment. Nuh-uh, you're gonna love this. Soul's Box. So, yeah, we go through these cherry blossoms, I think. I know C gave me these as like a little gift here, so I have them like right here as like my lawn. And then we have my horse here. Barl. That's the horse's name. Reason why it's named that is it's a bit of a long story. I'll probably elaborate on it later. But yeah, I have a mailbox right here in case anyone wanted to put stuff in case I needed an item or something and they wanted to turn it into me. But yeah, this is the front door to my house. Now, this is pretty roomy here. It's a pretty roomy layout. So yeah, here's the living room. We have like one little crafting table so I can craft my stuff, you know. This here is the bedroom. Very roomy, very cozy and stuff. Oh no, I just turned daytime. I can't sleep. Dang. But yeah, that's the bedroom right there. This here's the kitchen. I can just make some foods and stuff if I wanted. And there's no table, but if you wanted to eat in the kitchen, you can just like use this. Or I'm not hungry, so I can't eat, but yeah, that's the kitchen. This here's the closet where I keep all my stuff in. So that's all good. And yeah, there's also I have like a little basement here. And this is where I mine. This part is unironically the most roomiest part of my house. And it's not even a part of my house, it's just like the part of the cave. But yeah, no, that's my house. I think actually Piparo has like the cozy it's like a lot roomier than my entire house, unironically. But yeah, I think like let me go all the way. I think like the only cool part of my house that I think is like actually pretty neat is that I have like a little glass tunnel here. And you can see like all the explored stuff down here, which is nice. And then we go through water here. It's still a work in progress, but oh, you can see the glow squid here. And I keep going down more. And yeah, it's still a work in progress. I'm still mining around here and stuff. There's not much to it, but yeah, that's my home, everyone. It's my home in the Tade server. Oh, whoops. I accidentally black screened. There we go. Want to give him an eviction notice or throw a bomb in his home? Like, why did I hear a zombie? Okay, I'm leaving. I don't know where that zombie was. Oh my god. Man, my throat hurts. I throw a bomb in his home like the rat he is. He is a rat. He is a fucking rat. I think describing me as goblin is like the better term. I think C called me that. It's like a goblin cave that I live in. Better than mine. I already closed Minecraft, so I can't show that. But yeah, no, C's is like I think it was like a small dirt house, but it had like no roof. But yeah, I think both of our houses are top tier, honestly. See, they're both amazing. With our powers combined, we can make up 10% of Tasi's lighthouse. See, at least that structure. I have a structure. It's a box. That's the point. It is Soul's box. No roof and one block for me to stand on. Damn, I'm late. Oh hey Tomboy, welcome. Yeah, no, I'm just now ending the stream. I played quite well. I just finished the GT World Championship. For the Pro League at least, and that took a little over 3 hours, so right now my throat is hurting and I'm ending it here soon. But welcome regardless. Tasi in his fucking lighthouse. I'm surprised, or well no, he has died to fall damage before, so maybe it was from his lighthouse. He's died to water mostly than the land itself. Thank you for the stream, Soul. No problem. Thank you all for sticking by, especially for this long too. We've been streaming for almost 4 hours actually. Holy shit! Welcome back to Streaming Soul. Thank you. Yeah, I'm only doing 2 streams this week, but I'll definitely be slowly but surely be getting back into it. Hopefully without burning my throat out, because my throat is on fire right now. Coral drowning. For real, he's supposed to be like part of the sea and stuff, and he's not. His worst enemy is the water. Or the worst enemy is himself. What about my lighthouse, bro? Nothing? Nothing? We were just talking about how amazing your lighthouse is, and like, you know, how awesome your guitar and singing skills are. Like, you're like the best person ever, so yeah. I'm gonna have nightmares over the houses, and I only saw one. Well, no, Tussie's Lighthouse is actually like really, really good. Um, Me and C's are like mainly just one room, or I have like, or I don't even know if I really want to consider me having multiple rooms. I only have like one room, but like one block extensions really. Yeah. But yeah, no, Tassie, I was just talking about, I did show my Minecraft house just now for like a little bit. So that's like the whole context there. Mainly one room. Yeah, yeah, that's, I do have one room. Holy sea. Sheesh, Minecraft. Yeah. One of these days I gotta tell everyone about the whole, fish initiation. Your box is a prison for rats. I mean, it could work. I could probably set like rat poison around the house or something. Hope your streaming good. Just got off work. Oh yeah, it went amazing. The only thing is that it's almost 4 hours long. It's like this is like the second time I've ever streamed for this long, so my throat is like hurting a lot. So yeah, I'm only just now in it, or like in like a few seconds. What a gamer, yeah. I am speed running the streaming strat. Time to Minecraft. If I do that, I'm gonna be like pretty silent throughout most of it. I'm extremely tired. I might only play for 10 minutes. Either that, or I might end up playing it for 10 hours, like last night. Night Soul. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, I should probably end the stream here. I don't know why I'm still talking. I don't know how I'm still talking. It's been almost 4 hours. Ugh. God damn. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow, I'll be having the Tade collab. I'll be playing golf with your friends. And it's gonna be at 5 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. like tonight, so 3 hours earlier tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna be the schedule for this week. So hope to see y'all tomorrow. Or I'll definitely see Tassie and C tomorrow for sure. But yeah, hope to see y'all tomorrow. If not, that's totally fine. And yeah. Alright, I think that's all I have to say. I've talked for a lot tonight, so have a good night for real this time, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by, and yeah, have a good night.